What's up? What's up? And welcome to the Arthur Moats Experience. I'm Arthur Moats, and you know what time it is, baby. Hopefully, everybody is doing good on this here beautiful Victory Monday, baby. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Hopefully, y'all have also caught up on sleep. Like I said, man, that 9:30 kickoff, a little bit bright, a little bit early, but nonetheless, good vibes all through and through because the guys won. And that's what we need, baby. That's what we need more of, man. So hopefully everybody had a good weekend. And if you did, man, let me know in the comment section, man. What was y'all getting into, baby? But shoot, for sure can't complain over here. I had a little busy weekend myself, man. I ain't even gonna hold you, baby. I am not gonna hold you. But nonetheless, it was a good time, baby. Definitely was a good time. Ooh, Jar Double hit us with the 6:30 a.m. on that West Coast. Yeah, that is not nice, man, in the least bit. But shout out to you. If you die hard, you find a way to watch the game. If you die hard like that, if you really about that Steelers life, it don't matter where you are, it don't matter what time of day it is, you find a way. And I know for me, I was finding ways, all right? Because your boy was out of town. I had to hit the road, have a little fun, you know what I'm saying, with the familia. But yeah, man. So in the morning time, I was over here getting dressed and getting ready. You know what I mean? So I had to like watch that thing. Then it was like, all right, now we in transit. Now I gotta like watch it on the phone. I'm like, dang. Then I thought I was done with everything. It was like, cool. I'm glad I got to watch the whole game. Then I was like, you know what? I gotta rewatch. I want to watch it again. So I had to go back and watch it again last night just to make sure I seen everything the way I thought I seen it in the midst of all of the morning festivities. But yeah, after rewatching it a couple of times. Yeah. I'm super excited, super hyped up, man. And more importantly, ready to have that conversation about, everything surrounding the squad, man. Both what we liked in the game, what we didn't like, who stood out, and what areas are we looking to improve upon. But we are going to talk about all of that today. And of course, we do like the show to be interactive as well, man. And we're gonna get that. All right, we are for sure gonna get that. Around 5 o'clock time frame, we will be joined by Terence Garvin, aka TG, Pittsburgh Steelers former linebacker, current defensive coordinator at Norfolk State University with Mike Vick. Shout out to the guys. So like I said, man, we will be joined by him at 5. And just have a good time with this name. I know some of y'all over here like, yo, bro, usually in the morning, man, we already got that Mark and you conversation already dropped. Oh yeah, it's already finished, it's already done. I just ain't had a chance to put it up just yet. All right, so that'll be dropping later tonight, but that is already recorded. That was an absolute blast of a conversation with me and Mark Bergen, the WRAL Channel 5 producer down in Raleigh, North Carolina. Like I said, man, super excited about that one. So that will be dropping later tonight for those that are interested in hearing some good debate, some good what do they call it? Dialect. Yeah, that's the worst. Good dialect surrounding this here dub. And what we want to see going forward. Because all of that matters. If you know, you know. So with that being the case, though, man, let's start tapping in because actually, before we get too far into this thing, what did everybody get into this weekend? Did anybody do anything this weekend? Did anybody go to Ireland this weekend, right? Shoot, I was calling the game, the high school Steelers Showcase game of the week, had Avonworth versus Central Valley. Me and my co-host, my man Matt Fargo, we doing our work. And next thing I know, he's like, yeah, bro, after we done tonight, I got the flight in the morning. I'm going to Ireland. I'm like, hey, bro, we didn't call the whole game and you just kept that to yourself? Like, bro, 10 o'clock at night. What time is your flight? When are you coming back? You know what I mean? So did anybody else in the comment section, man, did y'all surprise me? Did y'all make the trip abroad? Like I traveled, but I didn't go that far. I was driving the road, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, they was like, he was like, yo, I'm popping the flight. And I start looking on my social media. I'm like, oh, okay. I see a couple of people that I may or may not notice. Then, they up out there. They're over in Ireland drinking that Guinness. So y'all let me know. Okay. Dominic Ballas say, yo, he worked. Shout out to working. All right, I can dig you on that, man. Shoot, Black and Yellow text still say he was watching Pickens like that one X that got away. Shout out to GP, man. He looked good out there in that tie ball game last night. I was like, I see you, GP. You better go get that tie. I see you. Yeah. But no, he was hooping. He definitely looked good, man. Definitely looked good. Shout out to the homie Rod Dolly. He said, I took a good trip. If you know, you know. If you ain't tripping, what you talking about, baby? Come on, fella. You already know what we on. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Hey, here we go. Lifted one. Said he went to church with his moms after the Steelers W, then watched Tampa sell against the Birds. Yeah, I was in transit back from oh no, actually, because that was the 4:00 game, if I remember correctly. I think it might have been 4:00. But either way, if it was at 1:00, I was preoccupied. And if it was at 4:00, then I was in transit. All right. So yeah, either way, I was missing that one. But I was interested. I'm gonna go back later tonight and like recoup on all the action that took place yesterday, because I saw some of the stuff, but as a whole, I was mainly 2 games I was locked in on. All right, one was at 9:30, the other one was at 1 p.m. Okay, but either way, it was a great weekend in the Moats household. You know, we got double W's. That's what we like to call it when both my alumni squads win, a double dub. Okay, so we had that this weekend, man. It was cool, man. Might have stepped foot up there in that blue and red for a little bit now, and it was okay because, you know, Steelers took care of business in Ireland. So you're allowed to, you know, when you're alone, you can step off for a second, just for a second. But I was back. I'm back, you know what I'm saying? So we all good. We all good. But baby, it was a good one. It was a good one across the board. I'm like, yep, I just need to see my teams. Are you winning? Are you taking care of business? Boom. Boom. Love to see it, baby. Love to see it, man. So like I said, man, shoot, even the local high school team, when I was like, hey, all right, now South Fayette, even y'all take care of business. And I got the call for them this week coming up. I was like, oh, it's about to be fun. You know, do a little color commentary on the local squad. But yeah, man, it was a good weekend though, man. Definitely good weekend. Hey, Somber, chill out. Don't you do me like that. So you say, we don't care about the word PM game, fam. I don't know. It was just it's good to just be able to look around and see who's winning and who's not winning. All right, because there was some teams that played at 1 and at 4 that ain't got no dubs. You feel me? They out here hungry. They like, yo, I wanted to win this weekend, bro. I ain't gonna win. I'm like, yo, I can't relate. You feel me? Sometimes we be like, yo, I can't relate. I know, like at times we as like a fan base, we like to create that energy as if we lost, and it's like as if we can't relate, but nah, we can't relate. Shoot, for the whole month of September, I'm like, man, you mean to tell me it's been 4 weeks, 4 games, and it's only been one where I was like, all right, I took the L. Other than that, it's 3 fairy tale L's. Oh, can't relate. Can't relate, baby. So shout out to fairy tale L's, all right? That's what I'm going to start calling it whenever we are like, you know, focused on more of the negative than actually like celebrating with. Hey, yo, man, it's the fairy tale L. I like the fairy tale L, though. I ain't tripping on it, baby. I ain't tripping. But yeah, man, it was a good vibe, baby. It was an absolute good vibe. So shout out to all of the, you know, legit teams out there, man. And just like Lifted was said, shout out to the Ravens. You know, they're the best team in the division, man. I already know, baby. So let's get it. Let's get it. And y'all know me. If I'm happy when we lose. Hey, you mean to tell me we went international on them? Hey, we mean to tell me we went to Ireland on them and got the hey, you know I'm on one today. So I will try my best. To be fair, to be just. Try my best. Okay? Because I know when we aren't successful, we don't have to look far to find the negative. It's right there in front of us. And I know even when we are successful, we still don't have to look far. We're going to find the negative. But. Oh, for those of us that actually like to indulge in enjoyment. Ooh. Yeah, man, y'all about to have 2 hours of me feeling great, talking foolish. Okay, so just give you the forewarning, the heads up. So with that being the case, y'all knows the drill. Oh, victory Monday, fellas. This is a victory Monday. Okay, drop it in the comment section where you are tuning in from, so that way I can give you that big boy shout out to start the day's show. And of course, don't forget to hit the like button one time for the culture and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Because today, days like today, we get a chance to talk offense, defense, special teams, what went well, what we liked, what we didn't like, and then we can create urgency. And at the same time, we're going to also celebrate, because that's for sure what Oz does when we win. Just because I know how hard it is to win in this league. Boy, I tell you. But let's get it going. And shout out to Jaron Pittsburgh Steelers for life in the 559 Visalia, California. And he says he's driving to Palmdale and back. Oh, maybe that's what he was doing when the game was going on. I think that's what it is. Unless you're saying you're driving there right now and back. If that's the case, I'm going to try to keep you as entertained as possible. But eyes on the road, pretty please, all right? I don't want you having no collisions or anything, negative on my behalf, all right? Shout out to the homie X Concepts. If you know, stay lifted. Jar Devil in the 310 San Pedro, California. Shout out to San Pedro. And of course, I see you, Dominic Ballich in the 352 Mount Dora, Florida, baby. Shout out to Florida. Shoot, the weather feels like Florida today. Look, this is how good of a day it is for me, right? We talk about Victory Mondays. We talk about in the Moats household the double dub that I experienced over the weekend, but freak all of that. You know the thing that really got me feeling good? And no, it's not that I got on green, okay? That's my favorite right now, all right? But no, it's the fact that because of all this rain we got last week, we got hit with rain crazily, right? And y'all know your boy over here on his Farmer John vibes, okay? I got new yard, new grass, or at least we had new seeds down, okay? But I had no grass, and I've been cultivating. I've been raining, sprinklers with no rain. But that rain all last week, I looked up here today. I was like, bro, I actually got green grass everywhere. Like 93% of my yard has actual grass growing. Like, it ain't pretty grass all the way, but some parts are. But as a whole, I'm like, bro, this is a dub. I feel like the Ireland win, the 930 win just carried over to me with my yard space today. So shout out, all right? I'm just throwing it out there. Y'all gonna hear all of that today because I'm feeling good. Okay. Shout out to Mike Hood, also in the 614 Columbus OHIO. Shout out to Ohio State, baby. Yes, indeed. And of course, I see you ride dialing the 330 Youngstown, Ohio. Mr. Sherilyn, you already know what time we on. And I do see you also. DM4191 says 760 Oceanside, California. And 6 a.m. is great for football, especially when it's winning football. 6 a.m. and you take an L, that could ruin your day. 6 a.m. with a dub, though? All right. And we're going to end it with the homie Shay Z, because he's in the 209 Modesto, California. But more importantly, the sun is shining on this beautiful International Victory Monday, baby. International. Don't it just sound better? Not just a regular win. This is an international win. Do y'all like international wins? If y'all like international wins, let me know, okay? Because I'm a fan of them. Like, I love all wins, but when you go across the pond, you know what I'm saying? We start hopping on the Guinness, right? And we got to do that thing. It's like, yeah, that win need a little bit extra. That's like an extra win. All right. And I got this bye week. So you mean to tell me I can enjoy this win for like a day or two? You mean I ain't got nothing this weekend? I ain't got to be looking like, oh God, who's the next big bad bully team that's coming to get us? No, I ain't gonna worry about that this week. You mean to tell me that? Oh, baby. Shout out to that, man. Shout out to that. Let's get it. All right. Well, let's go ahead and start this up, because like I said, man, plenty that I want us to discuss surrounding this game, man. But plenty to unpack from a positive standpoint. And at the same time, like I said, man, there are some things that we're going to talk about from a context standpoint, from the negative side, that we do want to improve upon, all right? But also, before we get too deep, I do see you, Vagabond Abstract. Shout out to you, and I do appreciate you for the super chat and the support, man. It means a lot. He says, Victory Monday. 77 looked good. Talking about Broderick Jones right there. Says the Ravens are 1-3. Yeah, that is also true. George Pickens, 1. Or he says, George Pickens helped give him the win in his fantasy football league. And he says, but Zach Frazier is making me cringe with these low snaps. And I could definitely understand that one there for sure. I can. But so far, it hasn't cost us. All right. We understand how that was a year ago. It's like we couldn't get out our own way at times with the snap situation. So it is good to see that we're not still having it be as catastrophic as it was a year ago. But in terms of this game, man, Steelers taking care of business 24-21, international Dublin action. I thought that there were plenty of players that stood out in a positive manner, right? When we, talk about from an offensive standpoint, to me, it's like I had to start with the offensive line. And the biggest reason was that is because they've been the ones that have been criticized the absolute most. Peeling back the curtain, the way that I typically, even when we're coming into a show, right, getting ready to talk about stuff, debate it, or even present arguments to you guys, right? And then we was like, yo, man, comment back, man, let me know what's up. I'm typically always trying to make sure it's balanced, right? If, man, we are heavily critical of people, it's like, all right, well, why? And is it just? Okay, cool. But then I also spin the block and it's like, okay, when those same people that were heavily critical of actually produce, well, I try to make sure that I'm just as loud with the praise as I am with the criticism. And, that's kind of like my approach with it, or at least my mindset, because I think that how my man Thanos says it, it's perfect balance, right? It's perfect balance. I can't just only focus on what you did well and not what you struggle with. But if I only focus on what you struggle with and never focus on the positive, it's like, that's not fair and just either. So I feel real Thanos like at times. I definitely do. But to me, O-line, how do I not start there? I mean, shoot, let's talk about it, right? You heard me when we did victory formation, right? Me and Tanisha, one of the keys of the game that I brought up, I said, man, from a pass blocking standpoint, they have a player who's 12 and a half sacks back-to-back seasons, man, a dude to me that is a bona fide pass rusher by the name of Jonathan Grenard. And he is ultimately going to be matched up with Broderick Jones, who we said, yeah, this dude has been struggling at times with higher end or higher level pass rushers. We spoke about how the rest of the group at times had us a little bit concerned. We talked about the run blocking element and why our rushing attack was so abysmal at times, right? 3 games in, we hadn't had a 100-yard rusher at any point in time. Heck, we talked about how Broderick at sometimes isn't even playable. We even focused on Pat Meyer, right? How many times we've seen Pat Meyer's name as why you should be firing him because of Broderick, right? Or because it's the O-line in general. You got to fire Pat Meyer, right? And it's like, all right, cool. But what is the conversation right now, right? Because to me, it's like, man, we can feel like all that is true, but at the same time, those dudes in the offensive line put on a heck of a performance, run blocking and pass blocking. Heck, when you look at just the statistical element of it, right? And we know, hey, man, Vikings have some bumps and bruises on the offensive line. Do we care about that, though? No, because when we have bumps and bruises, does anybody care about that? No. So whoever's out there, your job is to be a professional, right? Next man up. But just for, context of why I'm starting it out praising the O-line, why I'm starting it out talking about Pat Meyer, because obviously both O-line, Pat Meyer, Broderick as his own entity, have been under fire every single game. Even when we bring up some of the things that they do well, it's like, no. Bad. So it's like, all right, just in this game alone, though, our offensive line allowed 2 sacks, right? And allowed Aaron Rodgers to get hit 3 times. Official statistics. You look at that Vikings offensive line. 6 sacks allowed, 14 QB hits. Big difference. Now, I know I'm not the only one that at times look this offensive line and be like, hey, bro, can we rely on them? Can we depend on them? Do we feel like this is a group that we can just, hey, man, set it and forget it? Next week, oh, it's a guarantee they're nice. That was a guarantee they're nice. Nah, we don't feel like that. We don't look at our offensive line with the same level of confidence and trust that we look at Aaron Rodgers, TJ Watt, Cam Hayward, DK Metcalf. But we criticize them to a level that we almost expect that level of production and consistency from them. So it's like, man, when they actually show up and actually produce, it's like, come on, baby. We got to acknowledge that. That looked good to me, man. That had me excited. Seeing them be able to run block the way that they did, man, I forgot who it was in the comment section was like, yo, I need an O-line film breakdown. I said, trust me, baby. I got you, player. I got you. And sure enough, they gave me plenty of stuff to talk about in terms of the film review that will be happening this week. But when you talk about the way that they were able to win in the trenches, that is what we need. You look at how much more open the offense felt at times, and there were still parts where we're like, yeah, man, we could still be better here, right? The 2 fourth down situations at the end of the game, we're going to talk about those, right? But as a whole, It's like, man, this O-line won the line of scrimmage. Kenneth Gainwell had, was it 5 yards per play rushing that rock? It's like, yeah. You talk about the usage of Darnell Washington, right? I know. Arthur Smith, right? At times, we won't really love him all the way, but it's like, yeah, when they make the adjustments, man, acknowledge that. Darnell Washington, you look at how much he played, and not just how much he played, look at how intentional they were about where they played him. 11 personnel or 12 personnel, but that second tight end isn't a tight end, it's Spencer Anderson. And we're actually running behind these big dudes. And Darnell was kicking some booty at the point of attack blocking. We always say, man, tight ends versus D ends is the marquee matchup for running the ball when you're playing against a 4-3 defense. Because typically those D ends murder them tight ends on a regular basis. But when you actually have a tight end that could win that C gap, that D gap area, it opens up so much more what you want to do running versus a 4-3 team. And it was good to actually see that happen. Heck, Gainwell wasn't even getting touched in the backfield. How many times have we watched Najee, Jalen Warren over the past 2 to 3 years? And it's like, yo, they got to make dudes miss in the backfield before they can even gain a yard. That wasn't the case for Kenneth Gainwell. Heck, even when Caleb Johnson came in there, it was like, yo, good to see the young fella get a redemption, right? Hey, you ain't put the ball on the ground. It's a great day. It's a great day. You look better in this game than you did last game. That's all I need to see. Step in the right direction, baby. Love that. Love that. But the way that this O-line was run blocking, and then you turn around and watch them pass block. You watch how they was handling it, giving Rodgers time, right? We talk about Rodgers hitting some of them throws like, yo, O-line got to give him that time, baby. But I was so impressed with that part. And because of the way that the Vikings were talked about defense, I mean, as a whole, right? Offense and defense, we know they were talked about. But just focusing on their defense, Brian Flores and company, this was a game that a lot of people were looking at this Vikings defense as, oh my God, what are we going to do? How are we even going to score, let alone score? How are we going to keep the ball from being turned over? Because you saw what they did to Cincinnati, right? And it's like, yeah, context matters though. Style of game matter. Heck, our players matter. Aaron Rodgers is our quarterback, right? That matters. So I thought that initially was something that I was really impressed with, man, really excited about. So shout out to O-line, Broderick, right? Shout out to them dudes, Pat Meyer and company, doing what they needed to do to get those dudes ready, and not just being ready, but actually executing in the game. Because how many times can we have a great plan in place and that plan doesn't get executed because somebody messes up, right? In fact, we were watching, and who ended up making the self-inflicted wounds? It was the Vikings. Delay of games, right? Legal procedures, dudes. Now it's like, yo, y'all got a whole bunch of like just little stuff popping up in this game. Whereas on the flip side, we were the more clean team. We were the team that didn't make those errors. We were also the team that didn't have them critical turnovers. Now it kind of got weird that one Aaron Rodgers scramble, get the first down, fumble it, Broderick pick it up. I'm like, yo, shout out to Broderick as well for that one, for the hustle. Shout out to Rodgers, acting like he knew it the whole time. Yeah, I'm just like, hey, bro, I don't know how that works, but shout out. We feeling lucky. All right, we're feeling good. We should have known too that was gonna be a good day. All right, when that first happened, then we obviously had the Ramsey. Ooh, those gonna be a touchdown, get called back. But it was like, yo, it just felt like our day. It's certain things just going the right way. So I do like that part, right? We talk about DK Metcalf. Shoot, we actually intentionally targeted him, made sure that we fed him, and did he deliver? I mean, you talk about his most explosive day in the black and gold. That's what you wanted to see. We didn't feel as if, man, they got Jordan Addison, they got Justin Jefferson, man, we have zero over here. No. When DK took that slant 80, we was like, all right, what's up? Oh, y'all thought y'all was the only one? And that's 80 on a Brian Flores defense. I know Flo, like, and I rocks with Flo. Like, I love what he does, defensive mind. But it's like, yeah, we talk about the difference of philosophies, right? Still is a little bit more vanilla. It's a little bit more simplistic, but you don't have as many blown assignments. We talk about when you do a lot, right? Super complex at times, you can mess up. You can have a blown call. And you look on that 80-yard screen, or that 80-yard slant, it's like, yo, he blowing a basic coverage. It's a basic, it's just, hey, you vertical hook, man. What are you doing? But that's a part of it. That's the name of this game. And for us to be able to take advantage of it, that's also the beautiful part of that thing, man. But shout out to DK Metcalf, man, the way that he was playing. Shoot, from there, like I said, man, I briefly mentioned Darnell because he was an extension in that run game where he was blocking. But should we even got him get another pass, man? Get another catch. The more we evolve Darnell Washington in his role offensively, the harder it is on these defenses to scheme us, man. Because we still have a little bit of a tendency, right? When it's like, all right, Darnell, more run play action pass, but he's typically not used as a receiver. We say, well, movers out there, it could be best of both, but more than likely they throwing it or running away from him. Jonnu, hey man, he's probably getting the ball. That's a ball guy, right? Line of scrimmage, but he's ball guy. So those are still some of the tendencies with those guys, some of the tells, so to speak. But with them starting to throw it more and more to Darnell Washington and him actually producing as well, whether we're talking touchdown catch, defensive PI he's drawn, was it explosive catch he had this game? These are all the things that make him more and more of a problem to deal with and game plan around, man, as a defensive dude. And that's what you want to see more of. So I liked all of that. I thought Gainwell ran his tail off, man. Like when you get an opportunity, make it look like that. Take full advantage of it. So now whenever Jaylen Warren does return, because he was a late scratch, had us all kind of nervous. I ain't gonna lie, I was nervous too. I'm like, hey, bro, what does this running game look like? Because on tape, the Vikings are really good, or at least they have been playing really good, defensively, and especially on first downs, man. But O-line stepped up. O-line blocking the way that they did, that took a lot of that pressure off this running game. And then you saw Gainwell shine. Look really good out there. His first multi-touchdown rushing game as well, man. So it was definitely good to see that for him. But I definitely like I said, those are the offensive guys that kind of stood out to me. Now, defensively, I got to start with Keanu Benton, man. I've been critical of Keanu Benton at times, right? And you heard me how I let it off, right? It's like, yo, whoever I be super loud on, I'm also gonna make sure I give you praise on that level as well when it's warranted. And when you watch how Keanu Benton was playing yesterday, oh, for sure it was warranted. Versus the run, he was an animal. Versus the pass, they couldn't block him. I don't care. Oh, man, there's the backup in there. Good, make it look like a backup. You know what? My man, RIP to Tunch Ilkin, he used to say, if you can't beat the stiff, you are a stiff, right? If you can't beat that dude and make it look like that, then yeah, you a part of the issue, baby. So nah. And the other part is they don't ask how, they ask how many. So when you're running up them tackles, them sacks, and all that other production, who cares who it was against? If they are on the NFL field in a regular season game, they are legit enough. And from there, man, you take advantage of it and you do what you're supposed to do, because you know how it is on the flip side. When teams have better matchups against us, we don't get that level of grace. We don't get that level of, oh, man, just give it a pass because of this. Nah, we be on these dudes. So when I look at Keanu taking full advantage, I loved what I saw there, man. But then from there, I would also be remiss if I don't talk about TJ. Why? TJ said, don't worry about me, man. I could take my game international as well. Getting picks, sacks, tackles, TFLs, always being explosive, just energy, lightning rod type of player. That's what you want to see from your stars, right? Cam Hayward also thought was impressive out there. The other one too, sneaky in them trenches. It wasn't as loud in terms of the stats, but watching the game, watching the tape, watching it back, Derek Harmon continues to flash versus run and pass. Derek Harmon, man, shout out to him. 2 weeks in, man, I left that watching that game, man, like, yo, I like what we got in 99. I think that if he can stay healthy, he can be really good for us, man, because he understands what he's doing. You can tell he was coached well in college. Shout out to Dan Lanning, right? You could definitely tell, though. It's like, man, the way that this dude, how he on tape shows consistent pad level, consistent hand placement, consistent effort. Those are the signs. That's what you want to see. And when you can tap that in with a Derek Harmon body type and athleticism, that's when you get those special players, the Cam Haywards of the world. You got to have the work ethic, the mindset, and that God-given, hey, man, y'all don't have this. Like, that was always my thing. I was like, man, if I just had that God-given 6'4", 260 with everything else, oh, bro, I feel great. We just ain't had a 6'4", 260. You feel me? Some people got that. Derek Harmon, he got that. He got touched by God. All right? But it's like you watch his hand usage. I'm like, yo, he is going to be really good for us, man. If he can stay healthy, you watch how he's pushing Cam. You watch how Cam is teaching him. They play off of each other well. They play off each other really well. And I do anticipate his role expanding also, especially coming out the bye week. The more opportunities that they get to see healthy Derek Harmon, the harder it's going to be for them to take him off the field. As long as he can keep his cardio up, just like Cam Hayward, he'll play even more snaps, man, and we're going to feel dang good about him. But I was really, once again, impressed with Derek Harmon, man, because of what he's doing, hopping on a moving train like that, man. We know second game out, but that's going to be a player for us, man. All right, for sure it's going to be a player. I thought that my man Nick Herbig continued to show. Remember, in one of the matchups, we said, yo, Christian Darrisaw, former first-round draft pick, just came back the week prior to that versus the Bengals, but it really helped shore up their offensive line, so to speak. But we also know that, or sort to speak, right? But either way, with that, it's like, dude, when you watch, Nick Herbig have to create pressure, it's like, man, you're going against a left tackle that's a dog, right? In terms of Christian Darrisaw, the only way that you're going to ever get in the conversation of being better than Alex Highsmith is if you can beat those type of tackles with consistency, not just versus the pass, but also versus the run. I thought Herbig looked good. I thought Herbig played really well versus the run and the pass. We obviously know the sack that he had. I thought that he also created a lot of pressure also from that edge, Jack Sawyer included, but Herbig for sure, he was in his bag once again. And I just think the more opportunities that he gets, the harder it's going to be for them to completely take him back out of this role right here, because it's flashing. And it's not just flashing, it's like loud flashing. It's loud production. That stands out, man. And like I said, man, when you're doing that type of stuff, it just has you reassessing. But the beautiful thing is we do have a lot of pass rushers in that room. And you would much rather have, an abundance of those guys than a shortage. All right. When you got that shortage, we over here like, yo, can anybody rush the passer? Can we create pressure somehow, some way? Right now, it's like, all right, we deep over there, bro. We got guys. We got guys. Now, I know some of y'all might look at that as, hey, now we got trade bait. But I actually think that could be on the other side of the ball. All right. We ain't getting there just yet. I think that's on the other side. I think that's offense. We got some trade bait over there. All right. But to me, man, Herbig is making a strong case, man. Even when Highsmith come back, it's like, hey, bro, we 50-50 this thing, because Herbig is looking good. Now, obviously, when we talk about, the sample size, it is still smaller in comparison to the years of success and production that we've seen from Alex Highsmith. But at the same time, when we are living in the now as well, it's like we are actively seeing Nick Herbig make splash plays while the other guy in terms of Highsmith is injured. So it's important for Highsmith to know that, yeah, man, it's not fair to lose a role or have a role be diminished while you're hurt. But when a guy's playing like how he is playing, it just makes it very, very challenging, man. So if you're Alex Highsmith, man, get your butt back out there in a hurry. All right. Stop playing around, fix it, get healthy, and let's roll. Because young boy is cooking right now. Young boy making it loud. I ain't gonna hold you, man. Herbig is making it loud. I'm like, Herbig, you did that to that one? I know what you did to the one before that, but you did that one too? I'm over here like, all right, now. What's Cleveland looking like? Because if I don't see you about the Cleveland and he do it again, I'm like, all right, bro. Just, hey, woof. Yeah. So, as a fan of both players, all right, get healthy. Get out there. Pretty please. Now, some other dudes that I thought stood out defensively. How good did it feel to see DeShon Elliott? Did anybody else feel the presence of DeShon Elliott being back out there? Or was I the only one? If I'm not the only one that felt the DeShon Elliott impact, y'all let me know by hitting that like button, subscribing, and also dropping in the comment section, your thoughts on DeShon Elliott, because I was once again impressed by DeShon Elliott. So I'm going to give y'all a second to let me know your thoughts on that real quick. I'm going to take a sip. I'm on that Glacier Freeze again today. All right, shout out to the Glacier Freeze. I got to hydrate, man. It was a long weekend, man. I lived it up. I was on alumni status. Yeah, all right. So the things that I've done to myself over these past couple days, I got to get back right. All right. And that travel is tough. But let's see. Okay. I'm seeing what I want to see right here, baby. Doug D says, yo, Elliott is a beast. Facto. Elliott was fire. Shout out to Javon Curry. You better believe it. Mike Hood. He says, yo, Elliott is a very important piece to our defense. 1,000%, man. I'm glad that y'all are saying it, because if I say it all the time, people tell me I'm too biased because I played. It's like, cool. As long as y'all say it, then y'all say it. All right. Michael G says Herbig, Highsmith, and Watt bringing the law to the league. I like how you did that right there, baby. But going back to my man DeShon Elliott, defense says, one word: physicality. And I like that one word too. It's kind of long. Like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to that one, man. Shout out, baby. Oh, Elliott is him. Shout out to Cookie Monster. Elliott was a dog. Shout out. And then, of course, Tito. Elliott is a difference maker for sure on our defense. That's one of the biggest things for me, man. When I look at DeShon Elliott, the things that stand out to me the most are the fact that he's a knockback tackler, right? He's not a dude that is going to, allow you to, oh man, look at these yards at the contact, man. He ran through such and such. No, not with Elliott, man. When Elliott hit these people, man, they are falling backwards. But then you also see the ability to go be a ball hawk, right? He obviously gets the first interception, beautiful disguise, okay? Showing high, then right at the last second, inserting into that hook. And then from there, yeah, it doesn't matter, who the quarterback is. If he's confused and he has a little bit of pressure, yeah, he hit you in the face with it. And we saw that. The same way we were looking at Aaron Rodgers hit Robert Spillane in the face with it, right? A week ago, we're like, dang, how you do that? It's the exact same thing. It's like, yo, you give them a little bit of pressure, confuse them a little bit just for a second. Yo, they got the ball in their hands. When they make mistakes, it's turnovers. That's the difference. We try to make sure our guys don't make mistakes at all in that position. But when they make mistakes, it's turnovers. So to see DeShon Elliott disguise the way that he did pre-snap and then insert post-snap and then actually make the play. Now, I'm pissed because he dropped the second one and he knows he's upset about dropping the second one too. And I'm talking about at the end of the game, fourth quarter. Yeah. The Carson Wentz 4th and 18 throw. I'm like, bro, hit you right in your hands. You're supposed to get that one. We need all of them. We can't leave none of them. You know the drill. Get the picks. Then we in Paris Fashion Week and off season. Come on, man. So for me, it was like, dude, all of those things are how DeShon Elliott impacts the game. When you watch him versus the run, watch how he inserts. One of the telltale things too that I like about how DeShon plays the run versus, our other safeties. He knows when he's the unblocked defender. He knows when he's the defender that schematically an offense can't account for. And every defense has that player. Is usually the weak seam player, or in certain cases, the backside safety, because defenses are going to over or shift their alignment to the running strength or to the strength of the formation. When that safety comes down on the backside, he's usually the unaccounted for guy, and his man would traditionally be the quarterback, right? But the way DeShon plays it, he will walk all the way up into the gap and dang near treat it like a blitz, because he knows, hey, this is a run situation right here, and they can't block this. So I don't have to play this top down. I can go right up in here and get up out of here. And because certain situations is man-to-man coverage, he's like, yo, my coverage is right there anyways. So I'm just going to take my guy and go right to where my coverage is, which is leading me to the ball carrier. Those are some of the little things that DeShon brings to this defense. And it's the nuance, right? We're like, yo, you're still doing the same job as these other safeties, but because of your understanding of it and your just athleticism and body type, right? You are more physical and your size that the 6'2", whatever, right? It's like, that is packaged differently than our other safeties. So it does allot you the ability to shoot some of those gaps and make big tackles, knockback tackles, versus when we talk about some of the other guys in our secondary, when they make their tackles, it's like, yo, this is more of a even, or you kind of lost that one, but you got him down. And that's all that matters, right? Get him to the ground. To me, that's the part that I do like about what DeShon Elliott brings from a physicality standpoint. I think that that's important to our run defense. As much as we love ball hawks, as much as we love interceptions, if you only focus on the finesse element, the passing element, we've seen what it does to your rush defense. You got to have a physical dude that is willing to put his face in the fan, man, and is a short tackler, right? Not a guy that is 50-50 on that second level. Nah, 50-50 safeties, those 20, 30, 50-yard runs. We don't have time for that, man. But when you look at the way DeShon Elliott tackles, a knockback tackle, a fundamentally sound tackler, that is truly why he thrives the way that he thrives, and our defense responds the way it does with him being out there, man. So shout out to DeShon, Elliott, and shout out to the fact that y'all were also appreciative of his hard work out there. All right. Like I said, definitely a fan of him, man. The other two dudes that I wanted to talk about also, man, before we get to some of the not so hot, right? Peyton Wilson and Patrick Queen. Can I say that again? Peyton Wilson and Patrick Queen. Oh, now I know. The LBs at one point were under fire as well. I think it said that Peyton Wilson can't play because he's not physical enough against the run. And he can't cover as well either. You probably should have put him out. Just keep 55 out there the whole time. And shout out to my dog Cole Holcomb as well. And then we also remember, man, where Patrick Queen was under fire, right? Not good, not living up to expectations, doesn't run as fast, or it doesn't play as hard, takes plays off all these other things, etc. And it's like, man, you watch what both of them two dudes did. Wow. Do we win that game if those two guys are not playing the way that they played yesterday? Realistically, do we win that game? Because both of those dudes balled out. Peyton Wilson obviously has the play of the day, chasing Jordan Addison down, dropping that 20. You seen that 22 on the GPS. That big boy speed. He ain't messing around with you people. Not at all. Right? But you talk about every blade of grass matters. That's why. You talk about, man, we don't have time to decide. If you're on that field, you're playing 100%. Every single play to the echo of the whistle. It doesn't matter. That's why right there. So you watch Peyton Wilson go chase it down, but then I want you to watch what happens after that. Watch Patrick Queen, how he responds. TFL. Watch how the rest of the defense responds, right? All of those plays, did they not matter at the end of the game when you're talking about time management, right? Imagine if, they score, if Jordan Addison scores, or they score that next play, right? The PQ Tech for loss play. It's like, yeah, they even have more time at the end of the game. But that ain't happened, right? And why didn't that happen? Because of those two dudes and how they were playing, man. I thought that both of those guys from start to finish were some of our most productive players. Shoot, when you talk about Patrick Queen, man, the way that this dude is playing against the run, I did the film session on him, right, for the lower room / general public, and for the upper room, right? Y'all got the extended version of it, right? And y'all saw him. Y'all was like, yo, bro, dude looking good, man. We were kind of overlooking some of this stuff. It's like, yeah, bro, he is doing a lot, right? But it's like, man, watch how many times this dude is downhill getting TFLs. That dude is not playing with these folk out here, man. He's on a mission this year, man. Dude look good. Shout out to PQ, man. Shout out to PQ. Because last year we know that wasn't the case. Last year it was some situations where early on I was critical of his conditioning. I was critical of, man, it looked like you taking some plays, bro. Like we got to be locked in. Now it's like, man, this dude, and we know he's hurt. We can still see his little rim protector. It's like, man, it don't matter. He's getting to the ball and he talking spicy out there. I love that. Need that, man. That feels black and gold. We talk about Steelers defense. That's what that's supposed to feel like. Smart, productive, but got a little edge on him. Got a little on. I ain't playing with you today. Oh, I love that. And then you look at Peyton Wilson. Peyton Wilson was under fire, right? He for sure was under fire because of the fullback bombing on him 2 weeks ago. It's like, all right, this ain't Seattle though. And we say it's week to week, matchup versus matchup. Yeah, the Vikings don't use that same type of approach. So, hey, man, you're going to get a chance to make some plays out here and watch how he responded. Watch him. Downhill versus the run also, get some TFLs also. I thought this was one of his best games. But then to put that on tape, man, to go chase down Jordan Addison, that play right there had me jumping out my seat. I'm over here like, yo, what? You did what? You went and got that? You caught that? You caught him? Wow. That's a dog. That's an absolute dog. But those are the type of guys that we need on our defense. Those are the type of guys that are going to ultimately, help keep us being more consistent, especially when you're talking about that physical mentality, when you're talking about that they can't be better than us. No matter what the scenario is, we're going to come out here and we're going to find ways to get after them, man. We're going to find ways. I don't care how much grass we have to defend. If there is a blade of grass, that is all I need. I don't complain about where you tell me to get on the field as a defender. I just tell you, man, I'm going to make the stop. That's what I love about watching them dudes, man. PQ and Peyton Wilson, they for sure got that mindset. PQ for sure. Like you see him like verbally, like he's gonna show you. Peyton Wilson, he's quiet out there, but his actions let you know that he would whatever. And he believes he can make every play. Otherwise, he's not chasing Jordan Addison down. I'm just telling you firsthand experience. When you don't feel like you're capable of making that, you might run, but you're not running like that. You gotta really believe that you like that to go chase after Jordan Addison on that type of play right there, man. For sure. Because if you look at the tape, you start looking around, you're like, yo, people were running. You watch the people running, and then you watch that gas pedal kind of ease up. It's like, bro, I ain't got that one in me, and now I got to start planning for what's next. Peyton was like, I can make this. And we like, oh, you can really do this? Because, boy, if you blow the tank in the scores, it's like, God dang, man. But you watch out, my man. It's like, yo, I can get that. I know I can get that. And that's the beautiful thing, man. But that's what we need, man. Those are the type of guys that you need on the defense like this, man. And especially while you're going through some of the growing pains, some of the injuries, right? Some of the younger players that are going to be out there. You need those two dudes at the middle of your defense. And we say, if you have fast inside linebackers, you have a fast defense. If you got slow inside linebackers, your defense is slow, man. It's all inside out, man. How fast can they get sideline to sideline and make those plays? In the way that they're playing right now, that's exciting, man. So, y'all let me know how y'all felt about PQ and Peyton Wilson, man. Were y'all fans of what y'all was seeing from them boys, man? Or maybe it wasn't just me, all right? Maybe it was just me. Hopefully it wasn't just me. Hopefully y'all was enjoying it as well. But let me know in the comment section, man. Because like I said, man, I need my LBs to be cooking the way they cooking. I'm like, yeah, buddy. Yeah, like that. Oh, shout out to Cookie Monster. My man say, yo, the way he closed the distance on Addison was bonkers. Yo, and let's be real. Jordan Addison isn't slow in the least bit. He got wheels. He fast. And it did not matter. Did not matter, man. Let's see. Oh, where are we at? Hey, Tito said, nah, big fan, Moats. Big fan. I'm telling you, man, the way that my man Peyton Wilson was out there, the way these LBs was out there playing around, I need to know, man, how y'all feeling about these LBs, all right? And I see some super chats coming in here as well, man. I'm for sure about to get to y'all, man. And you know I appreciate each and every one of y'all from the heart. But yeah, Mike Hood, you know that's what they say. Linebackers ain't supposed to do that. You know that's what they say. That's what they say. But it don't matter because Peyton Wilson ain't listening, all right? Him fast. He fast. But yeah, I like it, baby. I like it. But yeah, when you watch those dudes, man, the way that they've been playing, that type of production is what you need. And like I said, there's no surprise also with the way that the D linemen played and with the way those inside linebackers are playing, why we were so much better against the run this week. Now, granted, the flip side was this. Oh, before I get to the negative, right? I got a couple more positives. Then after that, we'll get to the negatives for sure. But in terms of a couple of other positives I want to talk about. So the same way I hollered about Arthur Smith, talked about Pat Meyer, Terrell Austin, and Mike Tomlin as well. And the reason is this, right? The reason I'm shouting them out for the past couple of weeks now. You know, it's even after victories, as far as Mike Tomlin, right? We're still not good enough. And specifically watching how the commentary was around Brian Flores and this Vikings team following what they did to the Bengals. It was like, yo, man, why did we even let Brian Flores leave? Brian Flores should have got promoted to defensive coordinator over Terrell Austin, and was that 2022 or 2022 when we had a absolute crazy defense statistically and in stadium filling in down the stretch what they were able to do from a defense side of the ball. It was like, yo, we should have just, still put Flo above that. Even though that's never happened in almost like the history of this thing, still should have done that. Or, man, it's because Coach Tomlin is scared that, Flores is going to take his job because he's better. I'm like, bro, what? Huh? It's like, this Coach T we talking about. So as I'm watching this game, it's just like, man, for those two defensive coaches, right, Terrell Austin and Mike Tomlin, to be the ones specifically that are viewed as inadequate, live in their fears, and we're going to talk about that for sure. Right? It's like, man, it's refreshing to see that when we actually go the head-to-head route, and let's do Kevin O'Connell, because a lot of people, including myself, are fans of Kevin O'Connell. Some view what he does, as elite, and I think it is. I think he's one of the best out right now. But it's like, man, The Terrell Austin defense found ways to stymie that. The Terrell Austin defense found ways to create turnovers on that. The Terrell Austin defense found ways to create pressure on it, right? The Mike Tomlin defense found ways to create pressure. The Mike Tomlin defense found ways to create turnovers, right? Found ways to stop the run. Found ways that even though their receivers, Jordan Addison and Justin Jefferson, statistically ended with productive days, they did not take over the game at all. Justin Jefferson in the first half, I thought they fed him a lot, and he should have had an opportunity to score, right? He slips down the grass, but hey, I know everybody was crucifying Coach Tomlin for not going to the stadium for a walk through to check your cleats. Oh my God, I have never seen so many people be so, enamored with a Saturday or day before the game walk through at the stadium. I'm like, bro, nobody goes to the stadium. If you want to check the cleats, man, you got 3 to 4. You can go to right the first bus. You can get to the stadium 5 hours before kickoff. Man, you could try out 100 cleats if you want to. But because Coach Tomlin decided not to, it was like, oh, this is an indictment. So it's like, all right, let's just see. Our guys want the one slipping. Justin Jefferson was slipping out there, right? But then it's like, yo, even with Jordan Addison, it took that last pass that he got caught by my man Peyton Wilson to even give him that explosive statistical day. So I'm like, yeah, man, if we critical of Coach T and Terrell Austin, and rightfully so on certain occasions, rightfully so, I'm like, hey, bro, we never trailed in this. If I remember, then in Vegas, Vegas for sure had us taking the L too, man. All right, Vegas, y'all ain't slick. 2.5. Some even had it at 3 at one point, right? In terms of us being 3-point underdogs. So not only that, but we got the dub. You know what I mean? You get the dub. And you never trailed at one point in this game. Heck, we could make a case that, shoot, it didn't have to be that close, right? Certain things getting called back, certain decisions. We're going to talk. But to me, it's like, dude, for all of the negative that was surrounding those two, it's like, hey, because what? The defense still wasn't playing up to our standard, right? Even when they won last week, we were like, yo, kind of opportunistic at times because we said, man, they still had, success running the ball, still had success throwing the ball. Drake may still look good. We're like, but we had the 5 turnovers. You know what I'm saying? It's like, we'll figure that out. But this week was different. This week we had 5 turnovers. You had to legit play ball and play for 4 quarters because that's this level, 4 quarters. But that was good to see. It's like, yeah, baby. Yeah. So shout out to the coaching staff. Shout out to Coach Tomlin and Terrell Austin for having a plan, man, and make sure that the guys could understand it and could execute it. Now, did we have some blown calls? You know we did. Did we have some mess ups? You know we did. But who had the more critical ones? It looked like the Vikings did. So I would also just feel like, we won the coaching battle as well. So shout out to coaching, man. And that's what I said, man. To win the game, man, everybody has to do their job. Everybody has to have success in some capacity, man. So shout out to them dudes. But the flip side of this thing, right? Because obviously we've talked about a lot of the positives. Talked about a lot of the positives. So we are going to transition, get some of the negatives. You also let me know in the comment section certain things that kind of stood out to you guys that you want improved. So for me, a couple of things that, like I said, I think we got to be better in, or I'm just kind of a little bit critical of. I thought my defensive communication, I still want to see that cleaned up. You look on the, Jordan Addison explosive catch where Peyton Wilson chases him down. It's a mess. It's a blown coverage, and it's not just one player. If it was just one player making a mistake, to me, I can find more confidence in saying, all right, I need to find ways to communicate better with this player, or it's, he's just not understanding. He's not good enough. When I'm looking at this play and I'm like, yo, it's 3 players over here playing 3 different coverages. One person is playing cover 3, buzzing to the flat, or is he in man? Is he relating to cover? You know what I mean? Like, what is that? And then I'm looking at the other 2 dudes dang near side by side, and I'm like, what are we doing? And then I'm looking at Peyton Wilson's technique, and I'm like, that's telling me it's a whole different coverage. So I want to figure out how to continue to be clean communication-wise, because we know, man, when you have communication breakdowns on defense, that is a fast track to get you beat. Mental errors and missed tackles will get you beat at this level. Heck, at any level, but for sure at this level. So that's the thing that we still got to be clean on until it's perfect out there, which we know it's never ever going to be perfect, but you're always striving for perfection. So for me, I do need to see that. I want to see those dudes improve from a defensive communication standpoint to where we're not having that breakdown, that critical lapse late in the games. Okay. Next thing, when we talk about decision making, the 2 fourth down decisions in the fourth quarter, regardless of if you're a pro go for it or pro punt it / kick the field goal, my grievance is I wanted to be decisive. Just didn't feel like it was decisive. We know with the first situation, it for sure wasn't. We could see where Coach Thomas has the field goal unit ready. He wants to send them out there. Aaron Rodgers notably pissed. He's like, nah, don't do that. So we end up, switching it up, rushing out there. And then we do what I call best of both worlds, right? Best of both worlds is we'll go for it on fourth down, but I'm not going to do anything that could jeopardize field possession or anything stupid happening, meaning strip set or interception return to the house. So we call the run play. People look at that as you're living in your fears. If you're talking to Coach Thomas, he's going to say, yo, this is smart ball. This is the ball that you play when you want to make sure that, hey, worst case scenario, they got to go 99 yards. Best case scenario, hey, man, you've been averaging 5 yards a pop. We only need 4. Go score, right? So we can see it both sides. But to me, it's more so just be decisive. If you're pro, go for it, go for it. And if you wanted him to throw that thing, man, throw it, right? But whatever it is, just be decisive in that moment. And that's easier said than done because there are a lot of factors that you're considering, a lot of things. Man, my veteran quarterback who's playing well wants to go. And if we go right here, man, and we really do this thing, think about the lead. Think about how different that feels. So it's like, I get that. But then you got Coach Tom who's like, yo, from my perspective, I play to win. And my version of winning is different than your version of winning. What you might be willing to do to win, I'm not willing to jeopardize that because of what it exposed me to from a negative standpoint. Some people tongue in cheek and say, oh, that's living in your fears. Others say that's called smart ball. That's called playing to win. But it's all about whatever you want to go with that thing, right? But for me, be decisive. Same thing when we fast forwarded to the end of it. And now, hey, we're going to go for this one right here. It's fourth and less than a yard. Are we going to try to run this thing or are we going to punt this thing, right? Which one we going with? Which one we going with? And once again, it still just looked indecisive. Now, I don't hate the decision, but once again, it's like, yo, can we be more decisive? Pulling the curtain back, I would much rather have had kicked the field goal when they decided to go for it with the Kenneth Gainwell run and then be fine putting that thing off at the end. Or excuse me, be fine going for it at the end because I also think that the flow of the game would have been different with us being up 13 versus only being up, was it 3 points at that time of the game? You know what I mean? So to me, that part felt a little bit different. I wasn't the biggest fan of that. Another thing that I want improved. I need some wide receiver room clarity. We've been asking about wide receiver 2. Calvin Austin has kind of emerged and really kind of like eased our mind sort of, but at the same time, he's hurt and we don't even know the severity of it just yet. At least when I'm recording this right now, I haven't checked, but that part makes me concerned because we know what our offense looks like when our second wide receiver is not playing well. We know what our offense will look like if we become one-dimensional. So to me, I do think it's important that we either know that Calvin is not going to be out for an extended period, meaning more than 3 weeks, and we feel good about that, or we need to make a move. We need to have more urgency with that part of it because I don't feel all the way confident with everybody else who outside of DK and Calvin Austin has shown consistency and production this season at the wide receiver room. And not even just as a receiver catching the ball, I'm talking even blocking. Heck, one of the reasons why we ran the ball so much better this game, we blocked a lot better on the perimeter this game. You watch DK and how he was blocking. You watch Ben Skronik and how he was blocking. You watch Calvin Austin before he went down and how he was blocking. And it's like, yeah, that's we can run better. That's how you create the explosive runs. Got to block them defenders on the edge. But as I'm looking at everybody else, I'm like, I don't know how confident I feel in, the rest of that wide receiver room right now. Now, could somebody develop? Could somebody surprise us and shock us? Sure. But my complaint is I don't know if I'm willing to go through that experiment per se, because it's one thing to know after the fact, all right, he couldn't do it or he could do it. And if he couldn't do it, great. If he could do it, great. But either way, it's like, yo, after the fact, we got the answer. But to get the answer, we got to go through it. And I don't necessarily like that feeling of, all right, yeah, whew, we're experiencing it. He ain't doing good, though. All right, we're getting it again, but then he's struggling again. So those are some of the things for me personally, like I said, with that wide receiver room that I do want to see just some clarity, and especially with us going into the bye week. We know the trade deadline is was it November 4th? I'm about to say, so that first week in November. So we got a little over a month waiting. We also remember how when Mike Williams, we made that move a year ago, it took a little bit of time for him to get acclimated, and we never quite felt like he all the way got integrated into the offense because it takes time. It's complex at this level, right? And on offense, you're dependent upon each other a lot more so than defense. And that's why a guy like Jabril Peppers could come in and just have production. And we're like, yeah, because we can dumb it down for you. And if you're a great athlete, great player, and you're smart, you can fit in this thing. So that part shows. But offensively, it's like, man, I don't want us to wait till the trade deadline to actually go get a receiver if that's what we're going to do. It's like, yeah, man, let's be a little bit more proactive in that situation. So that for sure is what I look at right there, because yes, a Roman Wilson, a Scotty Miller, Ben Skronik, all right, surprised me. But the problem is I just haven't been surprised by those individuals offensively just yet in the same manner that I've been surprised by Calvin Austin. The way Calvin Austin has emerged, we feel confident in him. Even if we make a move for another receiver, we still feel confident that when Calvin Austin is healthy, he's going to make plays. That's the thing, that because of him not being healthy right now, I don't have that same level of confidence, man. I'm just being fully transparent, and I know I should. I'm supposed to be biased. I'm supposed to be team black and gold, everything. And hey, if they put the jersey on, that means they're great players. And if they put the jersey on, that means, man, you know what? Our players are always better than their players. And I know I should be like that. I promise I do. I get it. I do. But maybe that's because, the other experience that I've had professionally before I came here, I've seen with it. I was like, yo, no, bro, you don't want to live like that, bro. You don't want to live like that. When you get the time, go get the talent. All right. You could go get the player, go get the player. Just go get the player, go get the player. Don't do that. Don't do that. It's not cool. It's not fun. All right. So Tom J stalled me out, man. Don't have blood be like that, but you know it's real. You know it's real, Tom. Because Tom, if my black and gold was as black and gold as you're implying your black and gold is supposed to be, we would have never, ever talked about any need for wide receiver to help. We would say we have it. Calvin Austin, Roman Wilson, Ben Skronik, Scotty Miller. We would be like, yo, next man up. Who needs the AJ Brown? Who cares about a Tyreek Hill? We don't care about any of these guys. We got our guys. But you just like me. Oh, man. See, I knew that's why we relate, because you just like me. I like you, you like me, man. I get it. All right, I get it. So that for sure is why you be acting like that and why you feel like I feel, all right? Because that's what we talk about wide receiver right now. Because it's like, yo, bro, Calvin is hurt. What if it's extended time? We don't know. I seen it when he went down, but it's like, hey, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Now let me know, man. Jeez. But I don't feel good about it, okay? I'm a little uneasy about it. Sheesh. And then the final thing, as I'm waiting on you to spin the block, all right, and give me some commentary on that one, because you was over here real just Tom J just go call me out. Oh, I'm the only one worried about wide receiver 2 right now. I'm the only one worried about wide receiver 2 after Calvin Austin went down. I can't be. That's not exclusive to me. Can't be exclusive to me. And let's look at the comment section. It for sure ain't exclusive to me. All right. So don't you be doing me like that. Y'all stall me out. Okay. But the other player, the other final grievance that I have, man, just coming out of this game before we get all the way into the bye week stuff. What's up with Pat Frymuth's role? I'm a fan of Muth. Y'all know, and shout out to you, Tom J. I do see you spinning the block. Say, I'm worried. All right. I appreciate you on that. I appreciate you. But Moof, what's his role, man? I'm a fan of Moof. We obviously know Moof just got paid. I've been a fan of Moose since he was at Penn State coming out of there, man, because of what he does athletically, run out the catch, his ability to create separation. Like, I think he's a really, really good player at this level with potential to be dominant in certain aspects. But as I continue to watch the usage in terms of snap counts and the style of, plays that he's in on, it's like, what's his role right now? I don't know how they feeling about him, because when I look at Darnell Washington, we would all agree he's our best blocker, hands down. Not even close. Pass blocking or run blocking, he's the best one. He blocks so good. We was over here really talking about, should we just put him at offensive line? Maybe he can block for us, man. He can block. He can take one of their jobs, bro. Like, that's how well Darnell Washington blocks. We talk about him being an absolute mismatch. I think the commentary was it Iron Eagle. Shout out to Iron. If y'all haven't heard that interview, check that out. We had him on the show. But Iron and JJ Watt was talking about how they look at him as, was it Shaq, right? He's like the big Shaq out there, man. You just throw it up to him, man. He gonna, you drawing you pass interferences. And we've seen that. We've seen him catch him too. So it's like, man, we know what Darnell is and why they're so excited about Darnell and why they're using Darnell more. You look at how many snaps he had. He had 40 plus snaps in this game. Nearest dude, I think, had like 18 snaps after that. We like, bro, whoa, what's this? Right? We talk about Jonnu Smith. It's like, man, you watch Jonnu Smith. Jonnu is our behind the line of scrimmage, you could get him the ball, athlete in space, H-back type, right? And that's why you'll see him, as much as he does get those little dump off passes, those little quick to the flat passes where he's given a chance to kind of make a defender miss, because athletically, that's where he's more polished and he's a better short area quickness guy and making guys miss than Muth is right now. But when we talk about Move is like that best of both worlds guy. He could block a little bit better than Jonnu. He runs routes better than Darnell Washington. But it's almost like they don't know how to fully utilize him, or they're not necessarily being given the proper opportunities. And part of that, to me, stems from our offensive line, some of the up and downs with that. When you don't feel confident in O-line, you got to help them with protection. To help them with protection, you need tight ends that can block. Connor Hayward, Darnell Washington, right? We talk about moving the line of scrimmage, trying to hit some of those athletes, right? The Jonnu Smiths of the world. So when I think of Move thrives on, vertical routes, right? Those 10 and ins, 10 and outs, the post, the corner routes. Like, that's where the stick and goes, right? That's where he really can shine. But those are longer developing routes, and it's hard to call those when our offensive line doesn't consistently block. Now, if they blocked the way that they did yesterday, different conversation. Way different conversation. But right now, I just don't think we've had enough of that for the staff to feel confident calling these type of plays for Pat Freiermuth. And that's why I look at him and I'm just wondering, like, what does his role look like coming out of the bye? Because we know what he's being paid. But my concern is if they don't figure out a role for him within the next week or so, that might be the dude that they're looking to potentially move off of in that trade element, because he brings value to an offense. There are a lot of offenses in the league that could use a Pat Freiermuth and would actually make him a focal point. And my issue is, not only is he not playing a lot of snaps, even when he's out there with these snaps, he's not even getting targeted. You heard what I said? He's not even getting targeted. I need to, if I'm paying him 12, at least give him 2 passes. He's not even targeted. It's like, nah, you're not about to tell me he's getting blanked. Nah, ain't nobody guard move like that, zone or man. But if he's not a focal point, those are some of the things to me that kind of stand out. And that's why I'm just like, I'm not seeing it. Like, I don't see enough of Move. And I know Move is nice, but I just, what's that? Because that's starting to tell me a little bit something when I'm seeing Darnell Washington have the most snaps in that room. And then the next is Connor Hayward, right? And shout out to Connor, not only because he could block, but he also makes tackles on special teams continually, right? Shout out to my dog. Big fan. But it's like, man, what's like, then after Connor Hayward, it was Jonnu Smith. It was like, bro, those 3 had more snaps than Move. And then you look at Move, it's like, Move doesn't have a target? I'm like, yo, he's way too talented, way too nice. You know about to act like he had Space Jam and they took his talent. No, we ain't going with that one. But at the same time, when you are, more focused on the other elements of your offense, right? Darnell, DK, this running attack, I can understand how Move could get, almost forgotten about. And now that's the reason why when I'm looking at what we're trying to do from a roster standpoint, if we are going to try to make a move to get another receiver, and I'm saying what gives us the best return on investment? We're not looking for draft picks. We need players. So I get this thought process that, yeah, you could send an Alex Highsmith somewhere or make him available, but it's hard to send a pass rusher somewhere when I want a receiver in return, because they're going to look like, hey, bro, now I'm losing my receiver that's actually kind of nice. So where's the what am I getting here? But I do think if you're sending Muth out there, it's like, yo, I'm going to take that receiver off your hands, but I'm still giving you an offensive weapon. I'm still giving you a guy that's nice. We just can't figure out space for him here. And we just paid Jonnu Smith also. So if that's the case, then it's like, okay, maybe that's the conversation that they have over this bye week. But I'm just not a fan of seeing Muth not get targeted, man. I think he is way too nice to be getting blanked and to not be even having a ton of snaps. I'm like, bro, if that's the case, why we pay him? Right? We could have just kept him on a puppy chow contract or did the whole GP thing, right? Send him somewhere else and let somebody else pay him. But I'm like, we paid this dude. So we clearly view him as an asset. We clearly look at him as somebody that makes us better. But we still need to find ways to utilize him, because we're just not getting any type of production that coincides, or at least that is worth what we're paying them. And that's just bad business if we're going to go like that. So it's like, yeah, man, Move don't want to spend the rest of his career just kind of like not getting the action either, because it's like, man, there's more money to be made also. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, if we're not able to do that because of other elements of our offense, those are some things that we have to consider. And especially if Calvin is hurt. And that's the other part. With Calvin getting hurt, that's the reason why this conversation sounds the way that it does. When Calvin was healthy, man, we're not interested in that right now. No, not me personally. But with him being hurt, it's like, all right, how long is that? What does that look like? Because I do feel like if that's an extended period, I need more help. And there's still people that don't even believe that Calvin Austin is a true wide receiver 2. They look at him as wide receiver 3, best case, low end wide receiver 2. I'm a little bit higher on him because he's been showing me every time I verbally challenge him, every time I look and I'm like, yo, I want to see this from Calvin. He steps up. Hey, I want to see that from Calvin. He steps up. Hey, man, I still got a little bit of I need that from Calvin. He steps up. So for me, as long as I keep seeing Calvin step up, I'm pro give him ample opportunities. I'm pro give him a chance to prove that he can, because he hasn't shown me at any stage that he can't just yet. When they said he was too small, he can't play on the outside. He's a slot exclusive guy. He's not a good route runner. He's not going to be able to survive the big hits. Man, is he only going to be a special teams return man? Can he actually touch paint as a return man? These are all the things that we've been looking at, me having questions on as well. And it's like, check. So when you see him get hurt and they talk about, yeah, man, he had to go to the doctor, the hospital over there, I'm like, hey, bro, all right. So what's up then? Because I don't feel confident that somebody's just going to step into that role on our roster right now. And that's why I'm like, yo, if we don't have that for a while, we're going to need to bring some help in here. Otherwise, our offense is going to feel a lot more labored, a lot more restrained. And I don't think we really want to deal with that. So shout out, though, to some of the negatives that I did have in the game, man. And hopefully, y'all agree and don't disagree too much. Hopefully, I ain't got like 30 different things on y'all list of what we did wrong. But either way, I appreciate you for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that like button one time and subscribe, baby, if you're new to the channel. Got a couple of supers. Let's tap in on those as well. And I do appreciate each and every one of those supers also, man. So I already got Vagabond Abstract. Shout out to you. Then Tito with the Good Vibes gets an Upper Room membership. So shout out to you, Tito Pan, for being an absolute rock star at life. And to the individual that received that membership, welcome to the Upper Room. Yes, indeed. indeed. Yes, indeed. Next up, we got the homie Mike Hood. OH. Just tell you, every time I see Ohio State, I think of you. Doesn't matter where I'm at. Like, oh, Mike Hood be happy right now. Oh, look at Mike Hood. So shout out to you, baby. He says, Mr. Moats, salute you, and the chat goes. Always salute the chat, baby. You know that. He says, what were your thoughts on a linebacker tracking down a wide receiver down the sideline? I thought it was fire. I thought it was beautiful, man. I loved it. Anytime I get a chance to highlight LBs, anytime I get a chance to talk defense in a positive light, anytime we get a chance to see something that would be deemed as adversity or a negative, but it gets overcome and turns into a positive because of just somebody's outstanding effort, I'm a fan of that. And the reason also that I'm a fan of this play with Peyton Wilson is because when we talk about the speed part, yes, that is God-given talent, but effort, man, you should not have to coach effort. We always said that, man. It's like anybody can play hard. Not everybody can play well, but anybody can play hard. We shouldn't have to coach you on playing hard. We shouldn't have to coach you on chasing now. So to see it, it's just refreshing when it's talent matching effort and work ethic. That's the beautiful part. And if I'm a LB coach, anywhere, I'm pulling that clip. I'm showing that to my LBs. And I'm letting them know every blade of grass matters, man. Let me tell you how this game ended. If this dude doesn't chase this guy down and they score and they save, a minute of clock? You know how much time, how many snaps you can snap in a minute of time? We know how we felt at the end of that game. We was watching at that clock like, all right, now, imagine there's an extra minute on the clock. Yeah, not cool, right? Not so cool. So for me, that's the stuff, man, when we're just talking about that specific play, man, with Peyton Wilson chasing, Jordan Addison down. That's why that stands out so much to me, man. Absolutely. Oh, we got a party. Shout out to the homie AJ Martinez. And I see you got the bike. A little crotch rocket over there. He's showing love, though, to the homies X Concepts, Mike Hood, Black and Yellow, Texas Steel. Shout out to Black and Yellow, Frank K, the Don, Hefe Quan, Rod, Dollars, Double D, David Decker. Shout out. And of course, you got David Decker. Absolutely got David Decker. And I always think of these small suits. I'm like, shout out to the D's, right? Hannibal, Cookie Monster, blessings. Shout out 5-5. Hey, you already know it's all love. And so he said, shout. Let me run down, throw my head back and shout. Back and shout. All right, wrong shout song. I'm sorry. Blame AJ for that one. That wasn't on me. That was AJ. Doug D says, who gets more of Calvin Austin Third's reps while he's out? Scotty Miller or Roman Wilson? I would initially say Scotty Miller, just because I think he's more consistent at this stage. When you watch, Scotty Miller turns to his route running, turns to his hands catching, he is always in the right place, always plays with great effort, always is looking fast. And he's more proven at this stage of his career. Whereas with Roman, I think he's going to get his opportunities, but he's still in the prove it stage. He hasn't had the type of career that Scotty Miller has had, or the type of success that Scotty Miller has had, both regular season and postseason. Remember, Scotty Miller's a Super Bowl champion, and he was a productive player doing that run. And we've experienced some of that production also with him being here. So I think it will be him first, but Roman Wilson is going to get opportunities, though. Absolutely. And Roman's too talented to not get opportunities. It's just his youth. We're trying to figure out how quickly he can get developed, how quickly he can learn the nuance of this level, because it is different. Even though it's football, it's still different at this level, man, because it's so much detail is a part of the game. Whereas at, collegiate and high school, you don't have to operate with nowhere near as much detail. Sometimes it's just, I'm just nicer than the guy across from me. At this level, that ain't happening. All right. And even the dudes that are just that much nicer, heck, even TJ Watt gets blocked, right? Even Myles Garrett gets blocked. Even DK can get covered, right? We saw James Pierre on occasion matching up with Justin Jefferson and Jordan Anderson. So just at this level, it's like, man, you're not going to just be able to just walk out there and just do it. So That's the part where Roman has to just continue to develop, continue to show. All right, next up, we got the homie AJ Martinez spinning the block, and he says, Tito with the good vibes. Michael G, Steelers girl. Shout out, Toddy, Pittsburgh Toddy. And then, of course, he got Toddy 86, excuse me, on that one. Leah Warren, or Leah the boss lady Warren. Love and blessings to all in the chat, trying to chat, but busy as heck. So I'm in and I'm out on my communication. Well, all love, AJ. And like I said before, and I'll say it again, anytime you anywhere a part of the show, you know we appreciate you, baby. All right, from the heart, from the heart. And if y'all are enjoying what we on today, don't forget to hit that like button one time for the culture and subscribe if you are new to the channel. We also have tons of fun. It says September 28th, 2025. I turned 33. Well, happy birthday to you. For he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow that nobody can deny. All right, I decided to do that. I appreciate you, though. So happy birthday. He says, Steelers founded in 1933. Steelers went in Ireland, where my ancestors came from. That makes two of us. Seeing the team give footballs and gloves to the fans. Great birthday. Here we go. Shout out to you, tons of fun. Absolutely. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go, man. And that's pretty daggone dope. All right. Pretty daggone dope. You talk about having a birthday done the right way. That's how you do it, baby. For sure. That's how you do it. I like it. I like it. All right. Oh, and I see how y'all actually showed up with these supers today. Holy smokes, man. All right. Hey, man, you know, I appreciate you from the heart. All right. God dog, you dig dog. All right. See, that what happened, man. They went in Ireland at 9 a.m. All of a sudden, everybody feeling good today. Everybody's like, hey, bro, you know, you're going to super chat. You're going to super chat. All right. Take another super chat. Yo, I'm looking at the, I'm like, yo, the chat, y'all real robust in here. All right. I'm looking at all these eyes on yo, eyeballing, and y'all actually up here for a while today. When you at this stage, it's like, hey, bro, we an hour and 22 minutes in this thing. Shout out to y'all. All right. Shout out to y'all. But let's see. We got the homie James Skicka. He says, Moats. So happy for the win. Trust me, that makes two of us, baby. He says, big props. Gotta go out to Kenneth Gainwell. Do you think when Jalen gets back, turns to Jalen Warren, Arthur Smith will use both of those dudes like a two-headed monster, like with Najee at times last year when we would have Najee and Jalen Warren? He says, thanks and peace. Shout out to you, James Skicka. You know, I always appreciate you from the heart, man, dropping the super chat, man. What I will say is this, man. I prefer them to do the dual back system because I do feel like it will help preserve Jalen Warren. That's been my biggest concern with Jalen Warren since we moved on from Najee. I don't think that Jalen is the bell cow in the traditional sense of how we view Najee, Le'Veon Bell, James Conner. But I do feel like with Jalen Warren, he is a dude that needs to be getting 60, 70% of the touches. But I just don't view him in a true bell cow manner. So I prefer Gainwell getting some of those carries to take some of that off of Warren, because think about how we felt when we found out Jalen Warren was injured, and more importantly, he was a late scratch. That was like day before the game type. We're like, bro, what? No, that's not cool. So I do feel like in order to preserve him, we do need to be a little bit more thoughtful of his usage if you're Arthur Smith. And Kenneth Gainwell has shown you, heck, even when Gainwell was in Philadelphia, he's shown you, man, well, backing up Saquon Barkley, he can still have a role. He can still have an impact. And if he could back up Saquon Barkley and have an impact, with all due respect to my dog, Jalen Warren, I'm like, yo, I think he can, back him up as well in a positive manner. So I do agree with you, James Skicka. I would like to see both of those guys utilized. The other issue, though, is because their skill sets are very similar. I do think that they kind of eat at each other's touches. If one of those guys was the Caleb Johnson or one of those guys were the true bigger body bruising style back, I think it sets itself perfectly. But because they're both the smaller, speedier, explosive, can catch out the backfield, misdirection type running backs, it's like, all right, well, how do I determine if I should call this input Jalen Warren in versus putting Kenneth Gainwell in? And when you look at the money side, Warren has the new contract. So I do feel like whenever they default, it's going to default to it being Jalen Warren. And we know Coach Tomlin also loves to do that whole ride the high hand bell cow thing. So we're going to see. All right, next up, shout out to Remix. Remix. And I do see you with Jada Kiss. Let's go, man. Says, what up, Moats? Milk Carton Roman needs how to read an NFL playbook for W. Stall my dog out, man. Stall Roman out, man. Dang. But you are funny, though. I ain't gonna hold you. How long would you continue to wait on him? 3-1 with a bye week. Shout out to 3-1 with the bye week. If you're 3-1 heading into the bye week, let me hear you say, yeah, yo. Or you could just hit that like button. You know how we do. And subscribe if you're new to the channel, because 3-1 feels amazing going into the bye week. 3-1 for the month of September. 3-1 for the first month of football. Yeah. Yeah, I think we feel pretty good. And depending on how tonight goes, we'll probably be in sole position of first place in the AFC North as well, which is also good to see. But turns to my dog, Roman Wilson. He is struggling, right? Or at least he struggled. Now, I don't think it's necessarily him not understanding how to read the playbook. I think it's more so just the flow of the game. When you're in the season and you're trying to win and get out of stadiums, you lose interest in learning people because you're more so focused on the bottom line, which is, did we win or did we lose? Not, did I learn more about Roman Wilson? Did I put Roman Wilson in a situation to be successful? Is Roman Wilson's confidence going to be better if I do these things? When it's the season and it's go time, bro, put your feelings, put your pride, put your ego to the side. We don't have time for none of that. Are we winning or are we losing? And that's what we say, yo, your stats can't matter. You can't care about that type of stuff because you might only be the guy that run down on kickoff. Your role might only be the guy that blocks on kickoff return and punt return. But if that's what it takes for us to win, that's so be it. Now, the flip side is you might be one of those guys that is able to, come out here and do all these other things, right? But it's like, until, you prove it, it's like, yo, we don't have time to wait for you to figure that out. We don't have time to learn you. You either know or you don't. And I think that that's kind of the hold up with Roman right now. Now, with Calvin going down, though, he is going to get opportunity. So that is a positive for him. But other than that, it's like, hey, bro, we don't have time to wait. Preseason is for people to learn. Preseason for people to figure it out and for the coaches to kind of figure it out. Once you're in season, it's like, yo, we have to be just constantly a group on the rise, getting better every week. How do I get out of this stadium? All right, I'll figure everything else out later, but how do I get out of this stadium? So that's, where I look at Roman kind of right now. Tons of Fun also says Mount Washington tush push with Rodgers standing. Yeah, that was pretty dope, man. Rodgers ain't want no parts of any of that either. And that's the beauty. I was like, yo, where's Rodgers at? You can't even see him on the screen in one of the angles. I was like, dang, is he even on the field? And Darnold's a monster, bro. Darnold, big body, man. Him and DK, I'm like, yo, they just look so aggressive while they out there, man. Holy smokes. Oh, and somebody watched Penn State versus Oregon. Oh, somebody watched the Penn State versus Oregon game. Yeah, my man says, please don't draft Drew Allar. Yeah, I definitely understand what you're saying. I'm gonna hold off until Wednesday. I'll talk more about the college kids, the QBs then. But yeah, that hit him. Yeah. He definitely left me with that feeling of I need to see more. I would like more because that just wasn't quite enough for me to feel like that, especially how he was talked about to me. It was just like, yeah, I don't see it. Maybe I missed it. Could have missed it, but I don't see it. So yeah. All right. Tons of fun also being a rock star, paying it forward, gifting an upper room membership. So I appreciate you for that. And to the individual that received the membership, welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And then Jamal McCullum just showing a little love. Well, I appreciate you from the heart, baby. Absolutely. All right. Let me take another sip. Oh, and shout out to you, David Decker. And shout out to Remix. All right. Remix getting that upper room membership. Appreciate you being in the building, Remix. And also Remix and any upper room member. Just remember, you guys got a lot of content dropping that is already in there and that will continue to be dropped for the members exclusively, okay? And I probably won't take some of that stuff off being exclusive for the members, just because I think it's pretty cool that y'all are, that level of supporters of the channel, that level of supporters of me, fans of me. So I do appreciate that. But you think about it, it's like, man, you got the full length Master Most film sessions of the Patrick Queen breakdown we did from a week ago. Who else did we do last week? I forgot, man. It was like 3 or 4 different videos that we dropped in there. We got the YA Black in there as well, man. Like I said, got a lot of different film going on over there. We also have some of my behind the scenes videos. Y'all seen me 1v1 that snake. All right. Like it was for a real life snake. All right. But your boy prevailed. Okay. So shout out. But yeah, man. So, for the upper room members, man, I appreciate y'all. All right. From the heart. But yeah, we did get another super shout out to the homie Tito with the good vibes. He says, if you had to give out a game ball, who gets it? Also, who was the most underrated player of the game? Tito. These are some dang good questions, baby. Some dang good questions. So, who would get my game ball if it was on me? Offensively, I'm going Broderick because all of the adversity leading into this matchup, the way that I viewed Jonathan Grenard, the way that Broderick not just pass blocking, but even run blocking, there were still some consistency questions. And watching the first snap of the game when there was a sack on the play, and it's like, all right, who was responsible for that? And I was glad it was like, oh, it wasn't on Broderick. All right, good. And then from there, just how he blocked, how he finished, the way that he would protect Rodgers is one play is in fact, it's actually my favorite play of Broderick in this game. He's pass blocking for Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers scrambles is right in the second quarter, I think it is. Rodgers pulls the ball down. He scrambles, right? Now, Broderick has blocked his dude from the left side of the line all the way to the right side of the line. Rodgers takes off, decides to run. Rodgers runs, picks up the first down, but in the midst of Rodgers running, he gets hit by Jonathan Grenard. That's the same dude that Broderick had blocked from the left side of the line of scrimmage to the right side of the line of scrimmage. But on top of him, not just blocking that guy like that, he also is the guy that recovers the fumble because he puts on an amazing display of effort chasing down after Rodgers is taken off. And as soon as the ball falls out, he's the one who scoops it up. And now he picks up the first down for us. So to me, that was one of the things that I was really impressed with Broderick. And one of the things in terms of why I would give him my game ball. And then defensively, it would be Keanu Benton. I was critical of Keanu Benton at times because of pad level, lack of consistency. But when you watch how he played against the run, you watch how he dominated his matchup versus the pass, I thought that was one of his best performances in the black and gold. And it was something that we needed, especially down the stretch, man. And I like how he was swaggy too, man. If you gonna ball out as a young guy, if you gonna make plays as a young fella, man, I had a teammate once tell me, you got to do certain things to stand out. If you win the crowd, you win your freedom. If you can make certain plays and have a dope celebration, they remember that type of stuff. So for me, I take that to heart. And when I looked at, my man Benton hitting the day going the Conor McGregor walk, I'm like, oh, all right, yeah. So he would be the guy that gets my game ball on defense, all right? So shout out to those dudes. But it doesn't like my dog, it about ready. I see the face I needed to see, so let me make sure I got my headphones in because it's about that time for Mr. TG. I got to talk to my dog. I ain't talked to my dog in a minute, man. All right. No. Don't do that. Headphones want to connect to the phone, bro. I ain't trying to do that. Y'all ain't calling me. I'm talking to my dog real quick. I gotta see what's up with my man them. All right, there it is. Okay, now I'm locked in. I'm over here quarterbacking this thing. Yeah. Yes, man. I'm over here. Whoop, whoop, like a little producer or something, bro. Call me a little. But let me drop my dog intro the right way, man. I don't care. I got to shout my dog out. You already know how we do. So, ladies and gents, boys and girls, children of all ages, you know who we joined by right now. I'm talking about that Pittsburgh Steelers alum. We talk LBs. Yeah, that we talking about. We talking about that West Virginia Mountaineer alum. A lot of people say it's almost heaven there. Yes, sir. But more importantly, this one half of the locker mates, the current defensive coordinator of Norfolk State University with Mike Vick, Terrence Garvin, TG in the building, man. Shout out, man of the people. And I ain't even got to do it. Time. Look at James Cook. He says, in the house, TG the great. All right. Yeah, TG the OG, though. Oh, you see it? Yeah. That's Tito. Yeah, he the one who say road to the good bros or whatever RQQ. That's what it is. Yeah, he said RQQ. Yeah, that's that one. Yeah. All right. Remix it. Even the crowd goes wild, man. Look at that. The crowd goes wild. All right. Hey, just let you know, man. The people love you. All right. The people love you. You know how it goes.
Man, we love the people.
I once heard that before, though, man.
We get to, man.
Shout out to Mr. We get to, man. You already know. You already know, man. So let's get it. First off, man, good to see you, man. Good to see you, dog. Oh, I'm pissed. You know I'm hot still because last time I talked to you, I'm hot still. Man. Just, yeah. But all good. It's all good.
Day at a time, man. Trying to win the day. Trying to win the day.
It's all good. It's all good. It's all good, man. It's all good. So, with that being the case, we're just gonna stay positive. I ain't even going there because I'm hot. I'm hot. So we're gonna stay positive. Hey, the guys won in Ireland this weekend, man. All right, it was a perfect way to start my morning because my Saturday I was hot when I went to sleep on Saturday. TG, okay, I'm just letting you know. Me to you, I was hot.
Okay, I'm with you, man. Find a way. We gotta find a way. We gotta find a way. That's it. We gotta find a way. I'm with you, man. I'm with you. Well, you know, I'm with you.
That's my Saturday night up, TG. I'm still out there. I was eating these chicken wings. I was hot, bro. I was hot, bro. I had chicken wings. I was hot. It's bad.
I'm giving the coach TG, man. We still got our hopes and dreams in front of us, man.
This dude TG. Oh, this God dang it. Oh, Norfolk State. I don't even want to eat this chicken wing all the way right now. God dang it. I was hot.
A good first half, a not hot second half, man. You know, we gotta find ways to finish. We gonna get better, man. We gonna be there. We gonna get there. Man.
You already know
at the right time, man. We still make the playoffs. And hopes and dreams is in front of us, man.
Facts on that, bro. Facts on that. Hey, just be a group on the rise. All you got to get hot at the right time. Already know.
Get hot at the right time. On the hand.
Let's go. On the Battle of the Bay. Hey, you already know this week, bro. Hey. 7-5, we don't lose to them. Norfolk don't lose to Hampton. That's all I'm telling you. All right.
I see you in the green. Don't think I don't see you in the green.
Hey, bro, don't play you. Hey, and don't play. I already got that. When I'm in here on Wednesday, I'm hunting. All right, just know. Okay. Yeah. But for sure, we know what this week is, though, baby. We for sure know what this week is, baby. Yeah. This Steelers Ravens, this Pitt West Virginia. You know what we on, bro. Yeah, not this one.
We don't like them. They don't like us.
Yeah. Hey, look, they're a little uppity over there. They think they're a little nice on that side. So, you know, we got to let them know what we on over here. You feel me? Yeah. So get it off, though, man. How'd you feel about the guys taking care of business, obviously, in Ireland? 9:30 in the morning on a day going Sunday, baby.
It was an early start.
It was an early bird, man.
Early start. I thought they did good, man. They went down there. They was on business, you know. It looked like they went down there strictly on a business trip. I thought they played well, you know. We got to see the Aaron Rodgers DK connection. It keeps growing. And keeps growing. He was opening up. I seen it live. He was opening up.
When the head go back, it's over.
He was opening up. He was opening up.
He wrestled strong, bro.
He was opening. He was running. I thought it was good. You know, anytime you get a big play on that floor, it's different because it's hard. And it's feast or famine, but it's not a lot of famine. Like, it's pretty, it's stable. So you do a lot of wild stuff, but it's stable. And to get a big play on that, I feel good. To be able obviously to beat that defense, even backup quarterback, but it's still the defense play. I think that defense, the still defense, has been playing well. Still gave up some points, but it's been playing well. It's been doing what it needs to do to win. Um, Got to get the run game a little bit more active, a little bit more. I'm disappointed, my man. Like I called KJ early, man. I called him early in the season. I thought he was gonna be just the dude. Man, we gotta get it going. We'll see it. It'll get some touches.
Hey,
Something
look,
to shake. You know what I mean? I'm hearing different things. Something to shake though. When they get his
them
touches, it's gonna
first
give
2
him some
weeks,
positive.
I felt like them first 2 games hurt his confidence a little bit.
Oh, I feel like he's a rookie. I think he's getting a rookie a little
Rookie,
bit. I think we've seen him
rookie
do
with
some
loud
bad stuff.
mistakes, though. You feel me?
Yeah.
Rookie with
And
loud
it can
mistakes
get to
that'll
you.
hurt you.
And on your side, you'd be like, I don't know if I'm gonna put
Mm-mm.
that in there. I don't know
Yeah.
if I trust him.
Mm-hmm.
So just more of that.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. They winning. They winning. To go overseas and win
Yeah.
is always hard. That's like a Thursday night game. Usually the younger teams a little bit fresher in a sense. So to go over there and handle that is
Well, they
nice.
said that was the Vikings' first time losing overseas too. They said
I can see
they
that.
literally have won every time, and I'm like, when I'm thinking, I'm like, yo, they really do be winning all the time over there. But you wouldn't even be thinking it'd be like the casual, but it's like, yeah.
I
So
can see that.
like, shoot, they're about to play Cleveland over there. They'll probably win this week.
Yeah, they do got to go back to back. They just
Mm-hmm.
stayed over there.
Yeah, they stand. They're going to London. Yeah.
That's cool. That's tough.
Yeah.
That's tough though. That's tough. It's cool, but it's tough. But
Yeah.
they'll win this week. But to go over there and win is good. I mean, I just think it's positives. Like there's always some negatives. There's some tough things happen. Points were scored, but it's like there's so many positives. They're winning. Like they're winning. Aaron's clicking. I feel like that's
Mm-hmm.
Aaron again. Like I feel like that's Aaron.
Yeah.
Big boy arm, confident.
ATG. Are the signature Aaron Rodgers plays where you see him where we clearly know this is
Aaron.
a run and he whipping that joint as a pass? We like, oh, that's the Devontae. That's what that's the
Hold that. That's
come on,
Aaron.
bro. And
I
it's
mean,
like
even the
right
even the
on him.
touchdown DK, like if you look at it, and I've seen all the
Talk
stuff,
that.
but the whole
Talk that.
build up just to get fired up beforehand, you take your read,
You know you gotta do it. You gotta
yeah,
hit
like he gets
it.
turned up
You
beforehand,
know.
gears up, takes his read.
You
It's a beautiful read, big boy throw, hit him on the run. Like that's an Aaron play. That's Aaron.
yes,
Like
sir.
it was almost like let's do this. I
Yo.
see it, it's there. I think that'll be a staple moment of the season. Like that was a moment. We're here. We're
Hey,
ready here.
and I just like the optics of it. He just looked
Yeah.
extra gutted because he hit it
Like the
first, and
same
it's like
rip.
you see the face
Let's
like,
go. Here
ball
comes the
just like
fastball.
yo.
Yeah, it was above it. That might be on a commercial. That was a moment.
Swear, bro.
They might get that on a commercial.
I was like, oh, okay, we got that going. That's what we on. All
That was a
right,
moment.
yeah,
I never seen that one for real. I ain't never seen. All right,
bro.
here we go. You usually do that for
I,
a kickoff or something. Like, man, I'm about to let this rip.
before the series started on defense,
Yeah.
when you on the side, I'm about to run it. You like, I mean, my man did the
He
drive
should
like,
play.
all right,
Let's go.
all right.
Yeah, I like that.
Watch this.
I like that.
Like,
I like that a lot.
all right. Hey,
I
look,
like that
keep
a
those
lot.
on deck just in case. Keep that on deck for him just in case, bro. For
I
sure,
know
bro.
I know
For
they're sponsoring
sure.
him now.
For
Oh, he got the big
sure.
sponsorship. Big sponsorship. He got lifetime supply of those.
Yeah.
But I thought it was good. Like them boys are good. Like they winning. At the end of the day, it's like it's almost like it was 2 years ago when it was rough and people be like, they winning by 2, but they're winning. It's hard to win the NFL. It's the hardest business to win. It's hard to get a win. These teams are good teams, are pros. You can say a backup quarterback. This is a dude. This dude
Carson
been to a
Wentz.
Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Like this a
Think about this, TG. At one point, Carson Wentz, if he doesn't get hurt, they're talking about him winning a MVP. And that's the year where they won the Super Bowl. He was on that type of so it's like that narrative that backups aren't good, man. We got way too much, information and data to show that that's a fake. You know what I mean? Like everybody at this level, if they on that field, they are capable.
They can hoop.
And heck, we even saw that with James Pierre at the end of the game. Granted, they ended up overturning the interception, but he slammed the door literally on the first play of that boogie drive, right? Oh man, it was about to happen. It's like, yo, that would have been a pick. Crazy break on it too. Crazy break. Like, all right, P, I see you.
I think all
But
the
but
I think the I think a lot of no, but I think a lot of new
mhm.
Chuck
Yeah,
made a
Chuck.
play.
Mhm.
You see Jalen still showing. Jalen shows up. Like you see Jalen every week.
I
That's a
hate
good
the
buy.
irony of it, but I
Yeah, that show up
love
every
the
week.
Selly. I hate the irony
I
of
didn't
it,
like
but I
that neither.
love the
I hate
Selly.
when
I
dudes do that.
love the Selly,
I
but
hate
I
when
hate
dudes do
how it
that.
all worked out. I'm like, oh my
I hate when you
gosh.
do that because you're attracted. I just think
That's
you're
that's
attracted.
that's for sure what it is. That's
You're
for sure what it
attracted.
is.
You shouldn't
Yep.
do that. I always say, don't
It
do
was
that.
so hard though, bro. It was so
Wait,
hard.
it
It was
was.
so hard.
I can't give you that. It was. Because
It was
I seen
because
it
that's
for a
what
second.
Jefferson has done before.
When
Justin
I
has done
seen
that
it,
before.
I'd rather him just hit the
He
grid. You ain't got to give me
he
all that.
did, but Jefferson has done that before. He's faked the injury, crossed, and then get you the gritty. So like I get it, and TG, if you showing out and you on that game, it looked like you was playing the Vikings, right? You saw gritty celebrations and you saw
Mhm.
all the Irish dances, right? How many river dances,
I
right? We
like
saw
that.
all. It's like yo, like, Conor McGregor. I was like, I want to see all that.
I
That's how
like
you
that.
supposed to do. You and
I
look,
like that.
you
I'd
if
rather
I'm
him great
correct,
that.
ain't you pro celebration? You pro
Mhm.
having a moment, right?
I'm all
How
for the
can I be
celebration.
legendary if I don't give me? I
But
gotta
not
go
the
there when it came.
hamstring.
It was
Don't
too
grab the
legendary.
ham.
That was
Don't
too
grab
much
the
for him.
ham. I get it. That's the way, but don't grab the ham. Because I was looking at it and I was like, I think he's faking. I think this is that. But it kind of was like,
No, I knew it was a
he is
fake because
faking,
he ain't
right?
grabbing enough. You look at when it really happened. Watch when it really happens and watch how he grabs it versus
But
the
then we
fake and
looking
watch
at
how he
that
grabs.
one like maybe this is no, this the real
No,
deal, y'all.
he yoked up. I mean, it's up.
Don't
That's
play
old.
with it. Don't
Yeah,
attract it.
but that's what it is
Don't
though.
play
Don't play
it.
with it, bro.
Don't
Don't
play
play with
with
it.
it. Don't play with it.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't play
Now
with
I'm
it.
just letting you know
Too
though. I'm
many
just letting
things.
you know. I just gotta let you know. The chat, they said you, or excuse me, the chat said you was in coach mode, bro, with that one. All right. They say you in coach mode right now.
Come on,
Hey,
man.
man. Hey,
Nah,
hey, hey,
man.
look,
Don't
bro. Hey, look.
bro, just cross the end zone, spin the ball. You can punt the ball. That was the
He said,
legendary punting.
TG said, give the
Like,
ball back to the ref. All right, give the ball back to the ref. Go, go,
get the
go
ball to
celebrate
the
on the
ref, go
sideline
dap
with your
your mans
team.
and then go take the pictures. Like, why we gotta do the hamstring? Go take the pictures. Go take the pictures. You could have did the pictures, Ellie, with the guys. That's what you do when you score on defense. Go take the
Come on,
pictures.
bro. Come
Go
on, bro.
swag
He got a
that.
moment. He
I'm
was
not
gonna
mad. I'm
take the
like,
picture.
he's the man. Hear me when I say he's the man. I'm a fan. I love it. I love from the five to the everything about it. I love it. No
He be so
gloves.
swaggy out there
Everything
with the
about it. I
tape.
love.
I'm like, yo, you are
I love it.
mean, bro. You
I
mean.
love it. But I'm just like, it don't even attract. We don't even need that. I didn't. It made me
So
not
why
like
you
the
gotta go that
celebration.
far?
Yeah, we don't need that.
No, no.
You don't gotta play with me like that. Just go through there. I wish you would have sprinted through and gave us the speed. I'd have liked that. Just the
They said no.
40.
You want to get? They said give him to Larry Fitzgerald. No, man, not that one.
You
Come
don't
on,
gotta give me
bro.
the Larry.
Oh man.
He could have gave me plenty of AB. But AB would never give us injury though. I'm all for it. I'm a celebration connoisseur. I love it. But don't give me the injury.
No.
That's that. Like we don't want
Yeah,
that.
come on, man. I get it. I get it.
Don't
I
give me
get
the
it.
injury. Spin the
And look,
ball. Funny.
and especially because he got hurt. If he never gets hurt, I think it's a way different vibe to it. But
I'd
watching
rather you
him
take the helmet
actually,
off. Take the helmet off, take the penalty and all that. You can Will Gay it and crawl and do all that. I'm with
the
all
Will
that.
Gay was a vibe. You know that was
I'm
a
with all that. I love
vibe.
it.
It
But
was a
don't grab
vibe.
the
It was for sure
hammy
was a
though.
vibe.
Yeah,
It's
don't
too
grab
much.
stuff.
It's
No,
too
don't
much.
grab stuff.
For sure.
That's yeah.
Like you said, you don't fake hammies, you don't fake knees. You
Mm-mm.
ain't never seen nobody fake a knee. Nobody.
Mm-mm.
Absolutely not, bro. Don't even play
Don't
that game,
grab
bro.
nothing.
Yeah, don't don't grab
Grab
nothing.
nothing.
Don't attract it to you, bro. All right,
Don't
it's bad.
attract
It's
that.
bad for you. Don't
Mm.
attract it to you, bro.
He could do a backflip. We would have loved a backflip. Oh,
It'd be hard.
a backflip off of that.
Yeah, that'd be hard.
Oh,
The
man.
TJ Watt punt the ball out the Izzo was fire.
Punt the ball out.
It's fire. The punt is
That was the wave
fire.
this weekend. Man,
Oh, it was fire.
I seen TJ punt it out. I seen the dude on the Raiders. He threw it out. Like that was the wave
Yeah,
of the
yeah, yeah.
defense.
Like,
Like
get it
get us
out of here,
four,
bro.
get
It was
rid of him.
hard, bro. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
hard. It was so
man.
hard.
Punt the ball.
Yeah.
TJ
Shoot, they even did
was
it in
crazy.
college. You see, even with Little Pitt, they tried to with the ball.
Throw the
Get
ball.
him out
They
of here.
playing
Get
around
him
with
out of
Buddy.
here.
Like
You see it?
get
I'm
rid
so
of him. Go
that's
get
the
it from the
way.
stands.
You get it then. Yeah, you want the ball? Go get it. Yeah. That's hard, bro.
I'm just
I
like,
like it.
don't give me the hamstring. I don't want the
Yeah.
hamstring. No more hamstrings.
Yeah.
I hope Coach C don't let nobody do that no more. There ain't no more of this, y'all.
No
No
more
more
of
of
this,
this.
bro.
Yeah,
This
don't do
is
that.
circling up. No more of this, bro. We
No
done with
more
that
of
one.
this.
We all for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like standing over somebody. That's in that level. Like, let's not do that one. Let's go to the next side. Next.
Respect on it, bro. Respect. All right. So obviously Jalen Ramsey has the injury, but what's up with our LBs, baby? How'd you feel about the LBs? PQ, Peyton Wilson. I think
I
Wilson
thought they
faster than you
played
too.
good.
I think
Peyton
Wilson
was out
faster
there
than you
running.
too. I think he faster than you too, bro. You heard?
Different
I think Peyton
flavor.
Wilson faster.
Different flavor. Different flavor. He's way longer than me. Different flavor.
Hey, don't
Different
say that,
flavor.
bro. Don't say it like that, bro.
I'm just saying different breed. Like different animal type. You know?
Because they
Yeah.
tried to get on me last year. They was like, yo, if you had to race Broderick today as a retired guy, would you be fast? I'm like, whoa, that's what we doing. So I just want to throw out there for you then that Peyton Wilson's for sure faster than you too, bro.
He running though.
Peyton Wilson, he was
He's the
moving,
cover
bro.
guy. You seen on the you seen when he
fast.
saved the tackle? He was running.
Fast.
He was
Opened
running.
up.
Yeah, that was running.
22 on the GPS. So,
Come on,
you.
Not fast
All
like
right. All right.
this.
Bro,
Did
you
you
said
know
you
what that is?
the 22 on what? I said, yo, I said, what? How
That's
much you
getting
weigh?
downhill. You getting downhill. You literally rolling. But I thought PQ played cool. He played good. He's playing good. There's more to it, but he's playing really good. I think he's definitely captain in it for sure. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what he's doing good. Like he's setting in, he's keeping everything organized. It's not chaotic. And it gets calm when it needs to get calm. Because it still has moments where it's like, all right, let's calm it down and bring it back. I think he's doing a good job of that. I think he got a good D line in front of him. I think even though it's not super appreciated, I think it's big. I think it keeps him free. I think it's a good ingredients in there in total. You know, I think he got DBs, the Chucks, the Jabrils. He got guys that are ball hungry. I think Jalen, like I said, that's showing up every week. You know what I mean? Like I think
even DeShon Elliott being back for him helps him out.
DeShon Elliott,
absolutely,
that showed up.
Absolutely.
And I was just about to say it's almost he got too many of them in there. Like it's which is never a bad problem, but it's like
never.
It's a puff of them showing up. You gotta think we haven't even seen a JPJ in the mix yet. Like it's
right.
Yeah, it's a.
And we know he nice. We know what he can do. Yeah.
So it's just kind of the chemistry, the flow. I think he got a lot of options, a lot of communication. But I think they look good to me. They really do. Like as still a nation, you should be excited about where it's at. Like, got a quarterback, and got defense. You know,
let's go.
Good combination. And the teams
downhill, bro.
And the teams is still solid. The teams is getting it done every week. So it's like, feel good about that.
Yeah. No, I'm with you, baby. I'm with you. Shoot. Pass rush look good again too, man.
Herbie is hot. The tape's hot.
It's hot.
Herbie gonna mess around and get paid. Herbie gonna mess the thing up. I see it. I'm a fan. He's just exciting though. Even you know what I mean. Even like
it's getting louder.
Even his misses are like exciting. Like
you know, it's
like,
getting loud over there, bro.
He's exciting over there. Like you know that's over there. You know that's over there. You know
it's getting loud. It's getting loud.
Yeah.
You keep doing it, it's gonna get real loud. You know this.
He got now. He got
what, like 3? Let me see. He said 3 or 4, but it's like even like you talk about his misses. His misses, you're like, bro, whew, you dodged the bullet, fam. But on the season. Oh yeah. So this is the thing on the season right now. On the season right now, he's listed as 2.5, but it's not just 3 sacks. He'll get a sack and they call it a half. They'll get another sack and that's another half, but those 2 halves equal 1 whole. So it's like he's
getting back there.
Yeah, it's like he's winning a lot. He's creating pressure. He's getting QB hits a lot, and
he looks fast.
You know,
he looks fast. He looks fast.
He looks like he's playing at a different speed than all our other interior D linemen.
He looks like he's like 230 running around you. Like you look like you got that. Like man, I'm just running around you. Like,
everybody. Think about how pissed people were with TJ Watt on that Patriots game. You watch TJ chase it, and then you see Herbig like zoom, and it's like, yo, Herbig is. I don't know what's up with Herbig right now. He on something else. Like, dude, yeah, he done found them young legs is youngin'. Yeah, they looking good right now, man.
Man, keeping them freshen up, just freshen up. The proper just mix of like going out, come on in, go to work.
Cause I'm asked, cause you know it's gonna keep getting louder the longer
I already know
the
where we
longer
going.
the longer he ain't out there,
And you
and the
can't let them
more
see
he
what it's
do
like without you.
all
You
right,
can't let them
which
see
used to
what it's
tell
like
me,
without you. Hey,
all
don't let them
right,
see what it's like without you, man. You better
don't
go
you do
out
that
there.
now. You
Yeah,
better,
hey,
hey,
you better go
you sit
practice.
over there, you want to, all right.
Can't let them
you
see what it's
you
like. You
hey,
can't let them
TG
see
say, hey,
life
bro,
without you, man.
don't you do that. He say,
You know what I
hey,
mean?
it all sound good till he starts seeing what it look like without you. Oh, I can do this
Come
without you a little
on,
bit.
man.
Oh,
Come on,
hold
man.
on. So this could actually work. Oh,
You
it
can't
actually ain't that
not come
bad.
home for a few days, man. See what life
All
like in the house. I can take care of it, man. I'm all right.
right.
We all right. Yeah, you
You
gotta
better
come
go
home.
home. Hey, you
You
better
gotta
go
come
home, bro.
home.
Don't play.
You gotta go
Don't
home.
play. You go home. You be like, yo, that ain't my truck out there. Whose truck is that? All right, stop
Yeah.
playing. Don't do play. All right. Hey.
You already know.
So Herbig, hey, Herbig, keep doing what you doing. High speed. Hey, bro. Hey, come home.
The
Don't
best
wait.
ability is availability.
Swear, bro.
The
Because the
best
more this
ability.
dude putting that tape out there, it's like,
Hey, man.
man, you imagine what that looks like if the production continues for another 2 weeks like that, another 3 weeks like that. How do you have that conversation that we're taking him off the field? How do you have that? Like,
Yeah,
you
rotate.
feel me? Yeah,
I think that give TJ a little bit though. I think
I
you
can see
put that
that.
over, you save it.
I can see that.
You
It's just
rotate
tough when you
it.
start talking about saving it, sitting it down, pulling it.
105 million guaranteed.
Hey, 42. How much of that thing? It's like, hey, bro, all that sound real well and good. But yeah, bro, if we rotate out and we get scored on, I'm looking at 40 plus on that sideline. Terrell Lawson, you fired. Coach Tomlin was up, bro. Like, you know, it ain't gotta be fair. It don't gotta be fair, TG, but you know that's how I go, bro. 40 plus is a lot to just sit over there
That's a
for a
lot.
play. For
That's
a
a
play,
lot.
it's a lot, bro. Oh, I lost you for a second. Hold on, I lost you for a sec. All right, as you know, what you said no?
I'm saying. I'm saying it's just a lot. Like, but I'm saying you can rotate. It's okay to rotate. You know, it's not bad to
Dang,
rotate.
hold
I'm
on.
just saying.
Hold on, quick, bro. Your audio sound crazy all of a sudden. Hold on, real quick. All right, hey, do it here real quick. Mute your mic and then unmute you real quick. Let me see if that was it. All right, say no. All right, now that's it.
Nice. No,
All
I'm
right, better
saying you
now.
can.
Yeah,
No, I'm saying you can rotate them though. Like it's okay to pull them out a little bit because then you have them for the end of the year. Then the day,
yeah,
like the big knock on him is that he gets hurt a lot. So it's like
yeah.
you can save him a little bit. Now you got a 3-headed. You almost could say you could have a 4-headed monster because you still got
Sawyer, I'm about
the
to
rookie.
say,
I think you
and
still
Sawyer
got
been
the
looking good
rookie in
too.
there that's hot. Hey, he's not bad. He's getting reps. He's getting confident.
Yeah,
He's getting a flow. You know, so it's like you got a little monster. You can rotate
yeah.
this. You can get this another one, and you go back. You get on the monster. You can pull that out real quick. You might could get your rundowns with a Sawyer a little bit. You can do some stuff. You know, Sawyer's huge. It's a big dude. It's a big dude.
And he plays behind his pads. He played with strong hands,
Yeah,
bro.
that's what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
He's big. Like he
Mm-hmm.
played a physical game.
He looks the
Like
part. Yeah,
yeah.
he plays heavy handed. Yeah.
He gave me a Jason Worlds feel a little bit. Like he played
I
physical.
can see that.
You know.
So look, you
So
said Worlds, and I like the Worlds comparison a little bit better because I was gonna say actually he reminded me of like Vrabel with like how big he is and like the long arms, the
okay.
heavy hands. But I can see Worlds with even with how he rushes the passer. I just to me, Worlds, man, like that dude was so
Worlds was special.
smooth.
Yeah, he's special.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
hip
his
footed
like
too.
his strength.
I know.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't feel like
He's
Sawyer
special.
move like Worlds just yet. Like
I think
Worlds
he in
was
that 8 flavor though. You know what I mean?
I
Like
can see
that
that.
8.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
I'm big, I'm
yeah.
strong, I'm physical.
Uh-huh.
It's not like he don't have no hips. He's a little tight hip, but it's like
Yeah.
he's in that 8 category. He's at 8
Uh-huh.
for sure.
Yeah. Oh, for
For
sure he
sure.
is. For
Long
sure.
arms.
Yeah.
Long arms.
But it's like you watch
Yeah.
Worlds. I'm like, bro, that's what it was. I'm like, bro, if you wanted to, you still be doing it right now, bro.
For
Stop
sure.
playing with that man.
Worlds
Yeah.
respect. For sure.
Mm-hmm. Now, I just want to let you know the chat. That's how they felt about you talking about TJ rotate. Said, man, God heard TG talking about rotating Watt and said, nah, so your audio was
What?
sounding all crazy and everything, man. He said, nah, you ain't rotating no, no, we don't rotate him, bro. He don't get to rotate. He getting paid way too
But I
much. We
think you
need him.
keep him healthy though. I'm not, but I'm with you. I'm just saying you keep him like he don't got to be out there on that. I mean, he'll punch a ball out on first down. Like that's what
You
got him
see
to
it.
all the M's. What
You
got
see
him
the
the M's
pick.
was the ability
Look
to
at the
stop the run
pick.
and the pass. The pig. I'm
Yeah,
with you. I'm with you. But I think Herb is hot. The tape's hot.
it
And you
is.
still got Alex. You still got a
This is
what we
true.
doing? That went for what we said, 15 and a half?
14 and a half was
14 and a half?
stupid
Like,
numbers.
yeah, you just
Stupid
forgot. It's
numbers,
like, what
bro.
have you done for me lately? You forgot. But that still went for 14
Yeah,
and a half. That's hot. That's hot.
yeah.
That's hot. That's hot. Like
I
that's a
respect it.
three. I'm just saying this Herbert's hot right now. So you don't
Yeah,
touch hot right now. Like 14 and a half is hot. You gotta respect that.
yeah.
And 105 million is what it is. It's nothing to talk about with that. Like, you know what that is.
You know that ain't coming off the field. Don't even play.
I
I might
mean,
as well
they
look over
rotate
there.
Mike up the street, bro. Everybody gets rotated a little bit, man.
But that's
Pull
because he's
Mike out
new
a little
over
bit.
there, bro. If he was like for that, man, he won't rotate on Dallas like that. I think that's part of him being new over there, bro. I think when you get to November, when
I
you
was
get to December, man, I think November, December timeframe, man, that dude's not coming off the field like that.
November, December. We're not talking about November. We're saying October, September. We're saying the first two
Yeah,
quarters. This is when
yeah.
you rotate them, so you have them fully in November and December. You feel
That's
me?
real. I can dig that.
Like this is when you keep them healthy. You get them to November.
Yeah, I
Because
can
if you
dig
get
that.
yours in November fully healthy, his might be beat up. You got a monster now.
Yeah. And that's, I mean, you know what it is at that time of year. Whoever has the healthier team, man, you got the advantage. Health matters,
He might
man.
be seeing
So,
your second right tackle at that time. I'm really going to work on that.
mm-hmm.
And I'm
Hey,
fresh.
or you better have a tight end over there all game because I'm dogging him.
Yeah.
Facts.
And then that's on the
Facts.
other side.
I like it there. I
I'm
like
with
it.
you. I'm with you. I'm with you.
All right.
I'm
So
with you.
one other thing before we get up out here. So obviously, Steelers 3-1 for the first quarter of the season, first month of the season. Feeling good. What's your big takeaways from these first four games though for the Steelers, man? In terms of what you want to see going forward, what certain things you want to see us maybe improve upon, and if you got a key player where you're like, yo, to me, this has been our best player on offense, this has been our best player on defense for the month of September. Who would you say it is?
Well, offensively, I think it's Aaron for sure. For sure. I think Aaron's been the man. I think he's point guarded that thing. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I think he's led it per se. He's took care of the ball. No stupid, just turnovers. He has turnovers, but not just reckless with the ball. You know what I mean? He's not just careless with the ball. He's protecting the ball. He's not putting the ball on the ground. That's a blessing. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I would say the Lions played pretty well, but I would say Aaron's been the lead horse to this point for sure.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
um, defensively, I think defensively as a whole, it's hard to say a certain person defensively because
Okay.
there's so many people. You know, there's so many moving parts with the defense. Like you got to do your job for me to do my job. You know, I need you to see what you're supposed to see. But I would give it to Jalen to this point just for the loudness, the
Okay.
explosive plays, the loudness of it though. You know,
Yeah.
um, but I'm a dirty work guy. Like I'll see PQ get busy a little bit. You know what I mean? I always talk about Yahweh, Yahweh,
Oh,
Yahweh.
why? Yeah, why? Hey, look, we're
Why?
gonna get it
Yeah,
right, bro. We're
I'm gonna
gonna
get
get
it
it.
right.
Why?
Why?
Yeah, you gonna get
I
it,
just
bro.
like
Because you say it every time. You be
I
like,
say it
yo,
every time.
Yahweh.
I love him.
Yo, you love him, bro. That's
I
your man.
love him. I love him. You know, I'm a linebacker by heart. Like I love the big man up front. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I just love the guys. Like I love the big men up front. Them as to me MVPs at this point. And even
Yeah.
though you could say they haven't played great, you could say like it's still some mishaps. It's still it keeps people clean behind. I don't think linebackers are getting swallowed up in the run game. I think they stay
Mm-hmm.
relatively free. Um, I think they've done a good job. Like I think the linebackers feel healthy. I don't think they're getting touched a ton. I think they feel healthy. They feel like run and hit, scrape, I'm free, tackle. And I think that comes from that D line doing what they're supposed to do. So it's like, to me, between them and Jalen and Aaron on the other side, I would say are the first quarter A grades. I would say, you
Yeah.
know,
I
that's
could
what I'm
dig that,
saying.
baby. I could dig that.
And a sneaky B plus over there to Johnu Smith. I think he do a lot of dirty work, good
Shout
stuff.
out to
Don't
Jono.
sleep on him. You gotta watch him though. Do a lot of good sneaky stuff, man. We be in good attitude. He's gave us good energy to this point. When he get in, he's strong, fast, physical. I think he's a mismatch coming up in the second semester, second
So you
quarter.
said so you see
I
some of
seen
you,
him.
but he on your side.
You know, I like, you know, the Will Johnsons of the world. You know, I like the tight ends, the athletic tight ends. You know, like,
I said,
yeah, I like that.
oh,
I
because this
like
what
that.
you hunt. So you like that. You already picked what he
Yeah,
on.
yeah, you know, I like that. Good energy. You know what I
For
mean? Good energy.
sure. For sure. I
Positive,
get that.
positive.
I like that. For sure. I like that
You
right
already
there, baby.
know.
I
You
like
know.
that. I
Positive,
respect it.
good energy.
Yeah.
Ready for when
Because
y'all need me. I'm ready though. I'm ready, though.
he
And I'm
with it
giving you
too.
heat
He's
when
for
you
sure with
touch it.
it. Mm-hmm.
When I touch it, I get you everything you're looking for.
Yeah.
You'll come to me.
No, that's
You'll come to
facts.
me.
That's facts. All right. Well,
You
look, man,
like
before
that
we get
one.
up out of
Yeah.
here, I for sure like that one because I was like,
Yeah.
I see that. I know I can see
Yeah.
exactly what you see in it. For
Yes. You
sure.
already know.
For sure.
Quietly,
For
good
sure.
energy. I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm giving you word. Every time I touch it, I give you something good.
Now, I was gonna ask you about these Baltimore Ravens, right? And Lamar Jackson, what that situation is looking like. But the chat,
Right.
they was kind of asking more about, man, how you feeling about with Pat Frymouth and his role right now, because we aren't getting a lot of targets or even participation. Yesterday he was outsnapped by Darnell Washington, Connor Hayward, and Jonnu Smith. And then to make it worse, he didn't even receive a single target yesterday either.
Yeah, don't trip. His
For
time will
sure.
come. I think it's the same thing as the TJ talk. I think you rush one, you let one work. I think that's similar. I think John Smith's a good player. I think he's a little bit better than it seemed. You know what I mean? Like when I
Mm,
watch him, like I watch weird spots. Like I really like bro. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I love Pat. I think he's the athletic tight end. Like he's the true
Mm,
athlete tight end in a sense. He'll get the vertical game, but I think he shares the Smith a little bit. You know what I mean? Just trying to figure out
mm-hmm.
which one you wanna. I think some of the routes he would get, I think he gets. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And I think Big
Mm-hmm.
Boy come in the block a little bit harder. They'll send Connor to the flat. They'll make him like the move guy in a sense a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I just think they're finding the complete roles for everybody that they want to be. And I think his role is
Yeah.
similar to Smith's role, and it's just a matter of preference of what you want to do in a certain time. Does this one block a little bit better? I think Smith give you a little bit more dirty work than Pat do.
Mm,
Just a little bit to where I think he gets
yeah.
the nod on some of those calls.
I could dig it, man. I could dig it.
But I think
Yeah.
everybody's happy. We're winning.
Yeah. Hey,
Winning
winning
makes
cures
everybody
all.
happy.
You know that.
Winning
You
feels
already
more.
know the drill. Keep winning, baby.
No
Keep
rat
winning.
poison, man. Everybody's happy. Don't trip.
Uh, no
No rat
rat
poison.
poison. Otherwise, you
No
turn into
rat
the
poison.
rat birds. They've consumed that rat poison a little bit, man. They said they wanted to. How you feeling about them real quick before you get up out of here, man? I know it's your squad. I know it's your peoples. I know you used to rock that black and purple over there. I know you feel about them. I know you be peeping
Wow.
them. I'm just saying, bro. I mean, one because I know how you feel about the non MVP, the non reigning MVPs. I just be trying to figure out what's your energy, bro. Talk to me. How you feeling about the ones over there, bro? Everything go to the ones over there, man. I know. Don't be doing that. Don't you do that. Don't you do that. Don't you do that. You don't.
I was almost gonna say the real eight, but I didn't want to make that seem
the
like that to everybody else, bro. Like, no, I wasn't gonna say nothing like that.
real eight. Wow. Tell us how you really feel,
Yeah,
TG.
say nothing like that.
Dang.
We're all the real eights. I like if they were eight in that league at QB, I kind of like it.
So we all can with the number eight. Everybody's happy with the number eight. No,
I
I thought
like eight.
that was the real eight. Yeah.
I like how them
Mm-hmm.
eights look on the field, man. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I don't think we'll see Lamar. I doubt you'll see Lamar. He
Serious.
got hurt in the hamstring. You're not gonna test that right now. You're
Yeah.
gonna let that get all the way healthy. See that in a little bit. Um, the Ravens kind of struggling. You know what I mean? Putting the ball on the ground. Still playing good defense. They played really good teams. They had a tough. They probably, I know, I don't. They probably had arguably the toughest first quarter out here. I
Oh,
would
bro,
like to see.
what?
For sure. They got a rough
At
first.
Buffalo, at Kansas City, be like, God dang, bro, y'all played everybody at the.
You
Whew.
gotta see everything. So
Yeah.
it's like I think they're getting to see who they are early, but I even think they're not nothing to worry about. And since they shouldn't blink, AFC North's gonna be a dogfight towards the end of the season. It's good teams in the North. It's good teams.
Well,
Since
we
he's
got to
down
see
with
too
that
with Joe
quarterback
Burrow.
situation,
Yeah.
they're gonna go get Russ though.
Stop playing.
Yeah, they're gonna go get Russ.
You think
Bring
nah,
Russ
they can
back
do
to the
that?
North.
They
They're gonna bring Russ back
ain't
to the North.
they ain't doing that, bro.
Why
Why should
not?
be Jameis though? It'd be Jameis.
They're going to get Russ.
They ain't getting rest, bro. They ain't gonna get
Give
rest.
me
I
Russ.
don't
They're
see it.
going to
I don't
get
think they're
Russ.
doing it, bro.
How
I
don't
don't
you?
see
Why
them doing
not?
it, bro. I don't see him. I think
AFC
before they do
North.
that, they'll stick with Browning, man.
I think they'll go get one. I think they Joe get hurt a lot. At this
He
point, he
do,
get
but
hurt a
Russ
lot.
is allowed. Russ is loud though.
But I think the fact that he get hurt so much, you can have a loud too, because he get hurt so
Okay.
much. You notice it's him, but he get hurt so much.
Yeah.
I think, and his
Almost like
injuries don't
bringing in
be
Carson
2 weeks.
Wentz. Yeah.
Yeah, like that. It don't
Yeah.
be 2 week injuries. They
They
consistently
long.
6 to 8 weeks. Like
Yeah. Which is
consistent 6 to
nuts.
8.
Be like, bro, you out 3 months. I'm like, bro, how you out for that long? Every single time. Yeah.
Same last year, same like he get hurt a lot. So I think you can bring in a solid. I think you feel comfortable bringing in a solid two that can you should feel good about over there. I think they'll do that.
Now, shout out the remix in the chat, but he brought up what about Cousins? You think Kirk Cousins be in that mix? Because he's just sitting in Atlanta still.
Yeah, I think quietly he fit a little bit better than
I
Captain
think so
Russ.
too.
Yeah.
He
Yeah, I
costs
give
more
you
though.
that.
He definitely costs more though. Costs a lot more.
For sure, a lot more. But but who said that he definitely fits a little bit better than Russ for sure. Don't sleep on the Saints going to try to get one.
Saints all right, bro. I got a chance to watch them yesterday, bro. The Saints all right. They got some pieces, bro.
Bad.
Yeah, it's just
trying to get a quarterback. They need
it's
a
just tough when you going against the MVP. It's like, bro, he just do MVP stuff. You know how that go, bro. You know how it is.
He playing good.
Everybody got MVP, but it's like when you got the reigning MVP, it just hit a little different. Like they was doing the intros, it was like the reigning MVP. No. Josh Allen, like God, they fireworks, pyrotechnics, like bro, you're a rock star.
Oh, it's a show.
It's league MVP stuff though. You know what I'm saying? It was box office. It's must see. When you league MVP, it's different levels. It's not like you the team MVP. It's not like you're the best of us. It's like you're the best of all of the killers, all of the guys. Yeah. You're the one that they said is the best. You got the crown. You sitting on top of the throne. You LeBron James today. That's what you get to be LeBron James right now. Yeah. So Josh Allen. I mean, yeah. When he get the intro, it's it felt real LeBron like. You like, God dang, bro, this is all right. This was like see. If it may want LeBron like, but it felt LeBron like. It was like it won't probably went all the way Bron. It was probably like Kyrie, but it still felt Bron like. You know what I'm saying? Like in my mind, I was like, it's like, yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's more like Kyrie though. For sure, probably like Kyrie.
Make Buffalo hard. Even broke man. I remember Buffalo was the place they sent you to. I always say that.
Come on, bro. Already know Buffalo and Buffalo and the Raiders. You don't go to Buffalo, don't go to Oakland, bro. Yeah, it's out of there.
That's all right. Mm-hmm. They ain't even have fireworks.
Yeah, man. Yeah. It's destination location now. All right, because you got the league MVP there. Okay. The league MVP like and then Baltimore. I just want to make sure. Yeah, like because I know it used to be in Baltimore, and it was some questions about bro how he even got the other one. But I get it. But now there's some Buffalo. Oh man, the amount of free agents be lined up. Listen, the way these free agents be lined up to go to Buffalo now, you like, bro, this is a competitive advantage. This is crazy. Yeah. No wonder Lamar be winning all them games. Because when you got that first one, everybody, I seen D-How just signed for crumbs. I was seeing people just I go there, clowning. I'm like, yo, y'all ain't even deserve a Van Noy. Van Noy give you 10 sacks all of a sudden. Why? Because you got this MVP. It just happens like that. So Josh get MVP. Next thing I know, I'm watching Joey Bosa get sacks. I'm like, bro, I ain't seen Joey Bosa. Oof, it's been wild. He was out there making sales. Bro, it's the MVP. I just want to let you know that.
They got to keep an OG.
I just want to let you know. It's just like, hey, bro. I was like, man, this is wild, bro. This is wild right here, bro. So shout out to the MVPs, man. All right, shout out to the league MVPs, man. Like I said, everybody wants one. You need to get you one in your life, all right? For sure. But my dog, man. Shout out to my dog. Shout out to my dog. Anything else before you get up out of here, man?
Man. Man, just win the day, man. We just trying to win. Everybody win the day by day, man. Let's win these days, man. Stack some days. College football is going crazy. That Oregon
Facts.
Penn State was a war. It was a war. We have some good college games, but
Is Oregon the
I
team to
think the
beat
bright
now?
spot is still in nation right now.
Because Oregon look good, bro. God, dog, they
Miami,
look good, man.
Miami,
Ooh, back.
Miami's just
Respect.
sick.
And
As long
Bane.
as they brought this. A couple of my players was joking, or not my players, but like coaches and people I know were joking.
Yeah.
They're like, man, Miami been NILing before the NIL, so now you done made it legal. They done use you again. They done fool you.
Hey,
Like
he
we
low
been
key.
knew how to do this.
You know
We
that.
been
It's a
waiting
whole
on this.
documentary on these boys. You want to see a 30 for
Yeah, they
30?
got a
This is what
documentary on this
NIL looked
fucking
like before NIL, all right?
So now it's fully. We know we've been prepared for this. We had collectives and everything for this. That
Yeah.
team's good. That team's good. It's fast. Got a
Mhm.
quarterback. It's all there.
They got a pass rusher. Number 4 is
Yeah.
like that, bro. I'm telling you, he
Man,
like that, bro. I like
South
Bane a lot,
Carolina
bro.
got a pass rusher too. You'll love him.
Oh, yeah,
There's a,
yeah. I know you're talking about. I already
yeah,
peeped him. Facts.
yeah.
Facts.
There's a
I
boy
like
up
it, broski.
there. You'll love him.
Mm-hmm.
Love him. For the pass rushing
Let's go.
guys, you'll love him.
I'm about to say, I'm always on the hunt. I'm like, yo, who's the
You'll
guy
love
that I
him
can just drop him off and say, win? I need pressure now. Just do it.
right there.
Not scheme.
There's
Just do it.
there's a
Yeah.
boy at Penn State, 33, that's not playing with you neither. He ain't playing.
Okay.
It's 33 or 32 that age. He's not playing with you
Yeah.
either.
But they stay with a fire edge, though. You know they stay
That's
with
what they
somebody that
do.
can burn that corner. They,
For
every
sure.
time you be like, God dang, another one?
For
Who's this
sure.
mutant? And we all waiting on the mutant. If you know over at Penn State, the new 11. We waiting on that one
11.
to get fully. Yeah, we waiting on that one to get fully
11.
acclimated to develop. Jigs, like you
Gotta
know
find
what
his
that
way a little
is.
bit.
Yeah.
There's one on Clemson that's homing too. There's
Clemson
another one.
struggling
There's one on,
right now,
there's
boy.
one on
God,
Clemson
dog.
that's turning the corner too.
Yeah.
They're struggling right now for sure.
Yeah.
Struggling.
Yeah.
But
So
Syracuse is a good team. They played some good teams.
Tough. Oh, they have. For sure.
Tough.
I like it, man. I like it.
Hey,
football, well, man. You already know, bro. You already know what you got to do this weekend, all right? We don't lose to them. You feel me? Behold the green and the gold, all right? We don't lose this game. We win this game, all right? All the other ones, hey, man, I don't care about the other one. We don't lose this one, all right?
Man.
Let's go, bro.
We gonna win Tuesday.
Let's go, my
we gonna
dog.
win Tuesday, coach. We gonna win Tuesday.
Let's go.
Man. We gonna be ready.
Let's go, my dog.
Tuesday. We gonna win
go.
Wednesday. You
all right,
day
let's
to
go.
time, play the time.
Let's
Danny
go.
Smith mentality. Day to time, play the time. You feel
me? let me be the rat poison then, all right? Because I'm talking big talk, all right? I'm talking spicy all week, all right? Behold the green and the gold. We ain't losing it, though. All right, barely I, man. Barely I, always we. You know what a boy, man.
You already know.
Let's get it, man. Appreciate you again, broski.
My dog.
All right, peace. Shout out right there, man. Terrence Garvin, aka TG. If y'all were enjoying my dog, former Pittsburgh Steelers linebacker, current defensive coordinator of Norfolk State University, joining us on the show today. Hit that like button one time for the culture, and don't forget to subscribe either if you are new to the channel. All righty. Always a blast. Always a blast. Get to talk to my homie. Get his perspective on things, man. Sometimes he talks me off the cliff. Sometimes he talks me onto that cliff. You be like, hey, bro. But either way, we here. All right. So shout out to y'all. And yeah, that was for sure funny though, man. When that audio started tweaking out when he started talking about, hey man, you got rest TJ. We was like, oh no. We don't want to rest him. We want to play him. Keep him out there. Get him more reps. So shout out. All righty. But let's see. Yeah. It's pretty dang on solid. All right. Oh, and I do see the super that just came in, Mike Hood. And for sure, Tita with the good vibes. You know, that's what the homies got to do. This is what we do to each other. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, I'm either gonna talk crazy to you, get you fired up, or I'm gonna have to talk you down from what. All right. But me and my dog, man, it's nothing for that phone to ring after that game. And I already know because I'm watching, I'm locked in. I'm like, bro, I had 30 text messages. I didn't want to hit you because you was coaching. But bro, we gotta talk. And he'd be over here like, hey man, I'm pissed. I'm like, all right, let's get it off, bro. Let's go. So yeah, we just figured, man, why don't we just do these combos on camera on occasion? All right. And yeah, just add to the fun. Okay. Shout out. But Mike Cuddy says, Mr. Moats, when you get a chance, check out Arvil Reese on Ohio State. LB, few good pieces there. All right. Actually, I will put him in my notes then. For sure, I will check him out. All right. Let's go. There we go. All right. Always look for good players, man. All right. Can never have enough of them. And I just like watching good football also. Okay. So anything that is, related to that in any capacity, you're always going to get my eyes, my ears, and my attention. So shout out to everybody for that. But with that being the case, man, it is the bye week. So just a quick update in terms of shows for this week, updates for this week. Like I said, me and TG, or actually me just did the live today. Geez, holy smokes. But just gave you the podcast today, man. TG jumped on with us. Later tonight, I will have the Mark Bergen and me, the conversation that we had earlier today about the game as well, man. It was some interesting stuff, man, in terms of different thought process and philosophies on certain things, man. But that'll be dropping later tonight. Also, tomorrow we're gonna get Tanisha, right? Me and her, we do our combos on Tuesdays. It'll be 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, where we'll get our thoughts, man, get a chance to talk. Couple days removed now from the game, and that will be it for this week, man. We are going to take the rest of the week as our bye week as well, because y'all know we dropping content on content on content on content, and we feel great about it. But we also got to make sure that the same way we don't want to burn out TJ Watt and company, we don't want to burn out the squad either. All right, so we're going to take a little quick, little bye week for us as well. So tomorrow will be our last live show this week, but there will obviously be content dropping throughout the week. Got some film sessions that we're going to get up for you guys later as well. All right. But once again, man, I definitely appreciate all of y'all. For anybody that is a member, shout out to you guys joining Up Room. Like I said, from the heart, I appreciate you. You see, I'm being more and more intentional about y'all, man, looking out for y'all. All right. So if you haven't joined, but you're at this stage of the show, you might as well hit that like button. You for sure should be subscribed by now. Hit the notification bell. And yeah, man, join that room if you want to join that room. All right. It's fun. Got cool stuff for you. All right. But either way, I appreciate you for tuning in. And until next time, baby. Peace.